What, there's people here already? My God. I'm still setting up. Harry Hero. I like that. Harry Hero. All right, let me see if I can figure out how to pull up this. It's been a while. It's been a long time. It's been a long time, and I'm an old man, and none of my links are working. What about that? How's that? Oh, look, that's all the cameras. I don't think we need that, do we? Do we need that? I think I could shut that one down, whatever that is. Okay, it's a browser window. I see. Hello, Captain Catherine. Hello, Erratus Wraith. Hello, Ominous or Onimminate. I can't hard to say. Oninous. Spiffy Jenny. Jenny's looking spiffy. Again, Harry Hero. I gotta love that. Untidy Tech. Hello. Nixie Geek. Lone Mountain Knife Co. How are ya? Thank you for the salutes. Or the whatever it is. Is it salutes? No, not salutes. Is it a salute? I guess it is a salute. All right. Addy Ice Angel. Aw, an Ice Angel is here. Puddle Jumper 67. Greetings and salutations, David, mods, and the wonderful community. Are our mods? Is Cal here? Poor Cal. I said I was going to go live yesterday, and then it's just, never move your computer, because if you move your computer, nothing works ever again. And for some reason, the USB ports on this thing, I don't know if you can actually see, well, you can't really see it, but there's so many things jammed into the ports on this thing, just to get me to allow me to do lots of different things. That they were just not. They were behaving badly. They were ports behaving badly, I'd have to say. It has been a long time, Gervais. Very, very long time. I feel bad. First time chat. Hello, old man Poke. Or Poco. Old man Poco. Hello, all. Hope you're feeling better. I am. I gotta say, though, this freaking bug. I'm telling you, this bug. It's this virus thing. I feel like I only just recovered from the last time round, and then all of a sudden I just got like smacked again, and I'm back in recovery mode. So this weird kind of, the amount of time it takes me to recover every time is kind of crazy. And this was a bad one. This was really bad this time. I wonder if I change this, if it'll allow me to do. Okay, that's not working very well, is it? Well, let's add something that works. Let's add a video capture device that works, shall we? Add an existing one. I think I called it Stargate's Grill Cam. No, Razor. That's the one. There we go. Okay, so let's just bring that up so you can see what's going on. Okay, so I've been doing Renovations, which has made a complete mess out of trying to do any streaming, because it's just people banging and hammering and all sorts of. They're still going. There's still a bit more to do, but we have basically the basement's being divided off. My wife has built a wall to separate herself from my tech banditry. So I think she's sort of in her imagination, silly Jane, she was picturing an apartment that we could maybe rent out, or that our nieces could come and stay in while they're at university at U of T and stuff. I'm really hoping that doesn't happen. I mean, sorry, no, I would love to have them. Sorry, ladies, I'd love you to be here. But I do quite like having my space. And so the hope is, because there's some plumbing and stuff now down here, I could do some bio banditry, which I'm very, very excited about. I should ask, can everyone hear everything okay? Are we good? I haven't, done this for so long. I did Nixie Geek. Oh my God, I have totally missed this. It was driving me crazy. I gotta admit, I was feeling a bit low. Yeah, I think it's the COVID thing too, but second attempt POG sounds good. Second attempt POG. Very good. Second attempt, player of the game. Play of the game? Play of the game? So, VR Gimp is here. Who else we got here? Alyssa LG. Jonathan MLH, how are you? Mark Lapointe. Pete Eric. I don't know why I have to do that. It sounds Pete Eric. Gimpy G! She took our tech space. No, Gimpy G! This is the thing. I think I will be able to use this space if I use this space wisely. What she's not keen on is me putting up cabinets and things where I want to store things. So I have to be careful with my storage. I've sort of set this place up, at least sort of temporarily. I don't know if you can see. I've sort of reconfigured it. You'll notice that this wall used to be my wall. And then you would see behind me that way towards this wall. Now I'm on the far wall, and I'm looking back this way, and I thought it would be kind of fun. I think I'm gonna paint this. I say that. Am I ever going to paint it? I hope so. The idea is to paint it, and I've got this like black paint, so it could be kind of cool because it'll sort of stand out. Like they'll be, instead of there just being this white, they'll be like this nice dark. It'll be very moody, I think. Anyways, that's my hope. And what else we got? Communications are up and running. Yes. Krillin. Yeah, let Gimpy G. Oh my God. You think I've been sick? Gimpy G's been hospitalized, for God's sake. Geeky stuff needs storage. I know, that's the problem. So I'm not proud about it. I'm not proud to say this, but I've had to get rid of some stuff. I've actually got rid of some of my geeky stuff. There's some stuff I was just like, you know what? I'm not going to get to it. I'm just not going to, like, I have to find a few things to focus on. I will do that. I had a very interesting meeting today with a company who makes sort of reality television type stuff. Not reality television. That's the wrong term for it. Educational television. The education is the wrong word too. I don't know. They make a lot of TV, and I have pitched them on this idea that I've wanted to do for a while, which is really just kind of a fun sci-fi related reality show. Like it's about science fiction, but it's discussing science fiction. It's talking to science fiction fans, and it's talking to physicists and all sorts of stuff. So there could be some really fun stuff there that I'm very much looking forward to, hopefully happening. But again, and part of that's just like I feel like I've got to be more proactive in getting work. I feel like I'm so used to just just doing auditions and that kind of stuff. And I suddenly had this sort of epiphany where I was like, wait a second, I should be doing more about getting my own stuff off the ground. It's been a long time since I've made films and things, and I don't really want to go back to that world. I find the filmmaking world a little depressing, but not depressing, frustrating. But I thought in the meantime, it'd be kind of fun to I just want to make some stuff and talk about sci-fi and that kind of thing. So that would be kind of fun. Do a huge print, but what I do a huge print of offset? That's a good idea. GPG, you're feeling really great. That's good. I'll get you on the chat in a sec. Paint it green, movie green. I know I have movie green. The problem with movie green is I literally have like a can of paint that I used. I painted one of the far walls. It's now being painted white, like everything else in this house, because it's got to look nice. Apparently, green doesn't say apartment to people, I guess. I researched this a lot, and I discovered that Disney, of all people, makes a paint, and it's a Disney alien landscape paint. It's called or something. Or Disney Alien, something like that. And it's literally the color of the claw, the aliens, the claw in Toy Story. It's their color, but their color is the closest color in paint you can get to the really expensive paint that you use to pull out backgrounds. I wondered about doing green. I don't think it's necessary anymore. Like, I think a nice dark background and you can pull it out just as well. And it doesn't have all the weird, the green reflects everywhere. And you see it, you pick it up in the skin tones and stuff. I think a black background, I mean, I suppose white would be just as good, but white's just kind of boring. I feel like black is more space-like. Anyways. Oh, I've paused the chat because I'm so far behind. How do you, oh, well, here's the next thing is, and Cal's going to laugh at me for this. Did everyone wish Cal happy birthday, by the way? Because it's her birthday year. She started her birthday, I think it was last week on Friday, I believe. And so she's just going to be celebrating all year. So it's important that every single time we do a stream that we say happy birthday to her. Love you, Cal. Go for Atlantis background. I could, but then what if it's not Atlantis related? Like, that's like, you know what I mean? Like, I know everything's Atlantis related, but I wondered about some kind of a gradated. I know what I should do. Oh my God. You know how cool it would be if you could what if you just bought, how big is that? How big is that? How big a TV would you need? All right, sorry, I'm walking away from the mic, so don't freak out at me because you can't hear me. Let me get a tape measure. I want to see if there's a TV you could get. Okay. God, I'm coming back. Where is it? Okay. Oh my God. This is a much more expensive idea. Much more expensive idea, but it's an idea nonetheless. How big a space is this? Could you imagine if you got a TV or a screen or a series of screens that was big enough to... there's a Skylanders. I got a lot of collectible things I've got to figure out too. All right, wait a sec. So let's do this. Okay, so this is... What am I doing? What, am I nuts? What, am I like an old man? This isn't how I measure things. What the hell? What kind of a nerd am I to use this archaic means of measuring? I got a freaking laser. Let's use a freaking laser instead. All right, let's see how long this is. Okay, so I turn it on. I point at it. I go, okay, let's see. This thing, I love this thing. This is like one of my favorite toys. Okay. Oh no, that didn't work. Okay, so wait a second. We're gonna do this. I'm looking. Error hold. What? Okay, let's go this. Why is it not working? Okay, it says laser. Don't look at the laser. Got it. Is this thing on the laser? Is it? Oh, you know what? If I got crap on the laser? You got crap on the laser, eh? Okay, let's see what happens here. Let's turn it off. Let's turn it back on again. Okay. Meters. There we go. Okay, so that's coming in like this. Do we want it in meters, or do we want... Maybe we should do it... What do they normally do TVs in? They normally do TVs in inches, don't they? Okay, let's do this then. I love this thing. So this is a little Bosch. It's just a laser distance measure, and it's I love it. Okay, there you go, inches, feet and inches. Here we go. Okay. Alright, do that. Alright, 7 foot 6 inches. How big a TV can you get? Just out of curiosity. Yeah, this isn't bad. This is a nice little one. You know, I bought one for my dad, and he put it down when he was packing up his car, and he left it on the side of the road, and I don't have the heart to tell him it was like literally like over $100 worth of. It wasn't one of these. It was this one. It also had a digital level and everything. It did a whole bunch of different stuff. It was nicer than this one. He lost it. Anyways, 7 foot, 7 feet. How do they measure TVs? Could you imagine that? Could you imagine if you had a 7? What did I say? 7 foot 6 inches. Isn't that what I said? Shoot. Oh, you could do a projector. You could do one of those wall projector ones, maybe. But wouldn't it be cool to have a screen back there? And then you could have any color or anything you want. It would just be awesome. I wonder, are they very expensive? A TV arm is like up to 55, 58. Oh, hype train. Woohoo. I don't really know what that means still to this day. I was going to, okay, that's interesting. You can get an 85-inch TV for a human amount. Really? Like it's not crazy expensive, GBG? Right. It would be cool, but a projector is more mobile. That's true. Is that... Yeah, it's true. Because that... So if you get one of those like short throw ones, have you seen those? Death Guard Elite. Let me have a look. Oh, look at that. We're going to go shopping together. Won't this be exciting? All right. Browser and I, this says. What is the browser? Do we have a browser window in here somewhere? That's a browser window. What's that? I actually guess I need to open a browser to do that. Oh, I do. I've got a browser open. Oh, I'm light. I'm looking at the Twitch stream. Okay, got it. You're not hearing the Twitch stream, are you? Are you guys hearing the Twitch stream as well? I'm not. Is there an echo? No. Good. Desktop audio is not coming through. Good. You can get a cheap TV on October the 11th or 12th from Amazon. It's their second Prime Day. They have a second Prime Day? Oh, my God. No, sounds good. Okay, great. All right, let me just have a look here. So let's see. Can I bring up a window? If I do this, if I take this window and I say, let's go to, should we look at Amazon? Is that the best place? Probably the best place to go. So Amazon, this is Amazon in Canada, I might add. A projector. Boy, does it have to be 4K? That just seems like overkill. Oh, they're expensive. Ooh. I see. Oh, they're not. They don't have to be. I mean, I guess it doesn't have to be the most. The thing. Can I show you this? Can I share? I can share what I'm looking at now, can't I? Let me do that. Let me share with you what it is that I'm looking at. That's a browser. That's a window capture. Let's see what's going on there. There we go. Okay, so this is what I'm looking at right now. What was what I was looking at right now. La 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 la. Okay, so I guess we're gonna put that in front of this. Put this in front of that. Put this in front of that. Put this in front of that. Where the hell is it? Where are you? Oh, the razor's all the way up there. That's the camera I'm using. Okay, so this is what we're looking at. Oy. There is some. All right, if I do this, can I do this? Well, let me. That makes the resizing thing. Is there a way to? I feel like there's a. There you go. Just to take some of this stuff out of here. All right. So, all right. So we're looking at this. So projectors are like, so you can get, I don't know how good any of these are, these projectors. I've seen these like mini, like short, they're called like short throw. This one, what's that? Is that it? What is that? Is that a projector? That's kind of cool. What's he doing there? Oh, that is like it's a, he's got a projector in front of the, what is that? Projector screen. 120-inch portable folding indoor. Oh, and it's only $3,400. Well, that ain't gonna happen. I just thought there's like these. There's these ones you can put on the floor. I think they're called like short throw or something like that. Let me see if they've actually got. I think they're called short throw. Does someone know what they're called? I'm gonna get projector and large screen for my deck. For deck, movies in the hot tub. Oh my god, that'd be awesome. Brightness. Wait, don't you still make money from acting? Expensive for me, yes, obviously, but these are expensive for you. Oh God, we've just done renovations. We're like, I don't even want to know, you know, we are so in debt at this point thanks to renovations. It's kind of nuts. All right, let's see what's going on here. Can I do? Okay, so they've got these short throw projectors. Is that it? X Gimme. No. I don't know. Does anyone have any recommendations? Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me about these short. Oh my God, they're thousands of dollars. I mean, thousands and thousands of dollars. There's no way Jane's going to let me do that. Damn it. Why did we renovate? We could have got a Premiere 4K triple RGB laser something something. Anyways, okay. So, well, maybe I won't do that. Maybe I'll just paint it black. Maybe just painting it black's a great idea. I think painting it black is fantastic. Okay, I heard that the LED ones reduce the rainbow effect and easier. 1080 is fine for a wall if you're not watching it. Yeah, that's true. I mean, if it's just as a backdrop. I'm just worried. I mean, how would it? I mean, I suppose if you bought it from Amazon, if it wasn't working, you could send it back. But the throw. A traditional projector, I guess you could put it on the ceiling and then have it do that. But my question would be, would there be noise on that as well? Like, would there be a lot of, I don't want to be like trying to stream, and I'm already competing with the damn computer huffing and puffing away beside me, right? Try a cheap one, and if you like it, you can always invest in a more serious one. Yeah, then I've just bought two, Pete. What a live day. I know, it's a David Hewlett in the live. It's true, James Gurney. It's true, Wolf Pup. It's been live for 22 minutes. I know, Wolf Pup. Isn't that insane? Most of them have speakers on them. Yeah, okay. But try the first one. Okay, so where do we go? You do get what you pay for with these. Yeah, brightness is important with them. I'd shoot for at least a 1440p one. Okay. You'll need it to 2 to 3 meters away from the wall on the ceiling. Should be quiet as won't be bright. But it won't be bright? It would be cheaper to hire the actors to stand back. There you go. I should just hire the actors to stand in there. I don't want Stargate there the whole time. The whole point is I want to be able to put what I want there. Like, I just love the idea of like it, depending on my mood, I could have like a thunderstorm. You know, one of the things I was so impressed about with Guillermo del Toro in his house has a rain room. And it is a room that has two screens instead of windows, has two like high def screens with just lightning and rain going in the background. And then he's got it all wired for sound. So it sounds like a rainy, thundery, miserable room. That's what I'd like my room to be all the time. Because honestly, I like one of the things I missed in LA when I was living there was I really missed the sound of rain. It was just, it drove me crazy. What do we got? Wolf Pup is in fear. What are you fearing? What are you fearing, Wolf Pup? Wolf Pup, do you have like some, we need to report in. I need to report in with Wolf Pup and find out how he's doing with the Mark Roper stuff. First time chat. If you can stand to wait to February is the best time to buy TV projectors. I can stand to wait, App Steve, because I got to earn some money to do this, I think. I've got to go out and I have a new job coming up, which is kind of fun. Kind of a fun role. It's a short role, but it's a fun one. Dude, that's awesome. I wish you could have that. I love thunderstorms. Wouldn't that be great, Erratus Bug? I could just listen to rain all the time. Like, I think that's why if I retire, we'll be retiring to England, where I can just enjoy rain all the time, and a really low pound by the sound of it. The pound is on par with the U.S. dollar. How crazy is it? The world has changed since I streamed. I've also lost the ability to talk, apparently. Mirrors on every wall? No. I don't want to see myself. Did the Swearing Jar win the prize we all voted for? It did not. You know who won the prize that we all voted for? Weirdly, the Spielberg movie. I was like, wait a sec, you're up against the Spielberg movie? How is that ever going to happen? The Spielberg movie that screened 3 times in the largest theaters available, weirdly won the audience award. The what is it called? The People's Choice Award, or whatever it's called. But I just really want, I mean, I'm just a doting husband trying to be supportive. Not supportive of Kate, but supportive of Jane. I just had to deal with a hurricane. Rain is overrated right now. Oh, Mark LaPointe, I'm so sorry. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I'm not talking about bad weather. I'm just talking about moody weather. I like moody weather. Live board in Cardiff Bay, the Doctor Who studios there. Ooh, nice. David, have I told you I put a picture of Rodney on my biology notebook? Biology class is much more bearable now, knowing you like biotech stuff. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad, Eva Maferi. I went to Texas and did like a biohacking convention while I was there. It was really fun. Discord, yes, I should be doing Discord. It's true. It was adorable to support if you were on the film. Lovely to see. Thank you, Nixie Geek. Send the rain to Seattle. It's October at 80 degrees. Oh my God, in Seattle? Seattle is like, that's like the rain capital, isn't it? It used to be. One day we can have completely immersive VR environments. Then you can have every backdrop you could imagine and design. Well, this is the thing. Okay, let me say this to you about that. I think we're spending a lot of time and energy trying to put things on our faces and plugging, our sensor holes with things in an attempt to try to trick our bodies into thinking that what this virtual is real. And I just think we should skip all that and just hack straight into the brain, because that just makes the most. The only way it's going to be truly immersive, the only way you're going to get the smells you want and the sensations you want all together without some kind of awkward mechanical system is just to freaking hack the brain. I mean, that's like, and I'm, while I'm active, I'll take what little motion I can take right now. Like I'll take whatever movement that I've got right now. But as I go into my twilight years, the idea of like just jacking into some kind of a system that allows me to feel like I'm moving and running and all that kind of stuff. I mean, I haven't talked to Gimpy G about this, but I'm sure Lance has some thoughts on that. I was trying to come up with, one of the things while I was in Texas, I would talk to people about what I was doing and who I was talking to, and I would mention Lance, who goes by Gimpy G, and it became apparent that without context, people were very shocked by his name, his username. So I started referring to him as Triple G, which I kind of like. It has kind of a Vin Diesel feel to it. Triple G. So that's so when I say Triple G now, you'll know I mean that's what I'm talking about. I don't think that was meant for me. LOL. Wolf Pup. What is that? What? Dinosaur Dave. David, have I updated you on the Lego Natural History book I am working on so far? I've designed 10 extinct Aussie animals and have them on display at a Lego store in Brisbane, Australia called Brick Resales. I'm hoping to have all the builds sorted by the middle of next year. Oh my God, Dinosaur Dave. I love it. I freaking love it. Well, there you go. They would look good on the wall. Some extinct, Australian creatures on the wall. I mean, if you need some publicity, there you go. Little shout out, little dinosaur shout outs. But would that also be just another interface, right? It would just, but this is what I'm saying is that I think that the interface, instead of these ugly, awkward slap-on things that we have, with VR right now, and these ridiculous attempts at making it look like you're walking by having, treadmills and stuff. It just feels like that feels awkward and also incredibly elitist too. Like, who the frack can afford that kind of stuff? I mean, I can't even afford a freaking LCD monitor. Screen. It's gotta be cheap. And to me, the cheapest way of doing that would be just to trick the brain into doing stuff, right? So, God, it reminds me. I wanted to write the all-time great cyber novel, like kind of like a neuromancer thing back in my 20s, and I had a whole world that I wanted to do called Worse World. And Worse World was just basically this nihilistic future where everyone was online the whole time. And the idea was that you were, you jacked into this directly into the brain for this stuff. But that there was a drug that was necessary to maintain this illusion that you were online, and help stimulate the body to respond to the online stimuli as if it were real. And I just thought it was kind of fun. It was kind of like it was like a Jack Kerouac, William Gibson world where people were like kind of junkies, but they were VR junkies and stuff. It was one of those things that I wanted to do when I was a kid, but it involved work. Lawnmower Man, I am God here. Yeah, it was amazing. I remember seeing that the first time. I was just freaking out. What you are describing, David, was touched on in an anime called Yuri Deco. Basically, a whole built around AR and how good or bad that would be. Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of. I'm certainly not the first person to come up with that. I feel like there's so much research and stuff being put into these like goggles and crap, and it's just like it makes more sense when you can just pop a lens on your eyes and that'll handle it. But even that is still just slapped on. I feel like if there was just a way to sort of hijack the signals that your brain and your body's getting and use those as a way of creating VR, I just think that'd be fantastic. So, and then I would never see my son again. But anyways, seems cheap because of what technology is. The Bluetooth headset, when it was made, cost 50 cents to manufacture, but cost only $200 to $300 to buy. Once technology gets a bit more advanced, creating interfaces with the mind will be cheaper. Yeah, once you've got that thing, the issue is like the surgery stuff, right? I mean, people just don't want to, it's only recently that like LASIK has taken off because people are suddenly open to the idea that some kind of robot is going to slice open your eye and fix things for you. And Gimpy G is here. It's true, James. Gimpy G has made an appearance. In fact, why don't I pop onto Discord and maybe we can actually hear him. 110 viewers. What the hell? I'm back. He's back. Is there really 110 people? That seems like a lot, doesn't it? I should stay away for longer. 106 viewers. Oh my God. There you go. So I should totally just not stream for months at a time. I should stream every 6 months. And then everyone will get really excited. It's funny, I was talking to, just before I go to Discord, I was talking to Cal, I was talking to VibePup about Twitch and whether I should stay on Twitch. Because there's this big sort of uproar about how they treat their content creators. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like my audience for the most part is on YouTube. Like the old men like me, the old men and ladies like me, are on YouTube. And I thought, well, maybe I should just concentrate on YouTube because it's, then I've just got one focus and I'm not streaming here and then putting it on YouTube. And I don't do any editing and I should do some editing. I'm trying to talk Cal into doing some editing for me, but she's just way too busy. Too busy being Cal. And, so I wondered about just getting rid of Twitch and just instead of doing these live things on Twitch, I would do them on YouTube instead. So I'd be curious to know people's thoughts on that. YouTube is better about notifications, LOL, David. I kind of agree. So even my fairy prefers YouTube as well. Yeah, YouTube lets you 4K right out of the box. Does it? Wow. They do take 50% of the money on Twitch, but I love the community and chat on Twitch. That's the thing. The thing I worry about is, but then could we do this? Is there some way to have an external chat? Like, does it have to be? Cal was saying that the tools for streaming just aren't as good on YouTube, and that you'll get lots of creepy people and you can't mod it very well. Geezer Geek. I have stopped Twitch streams myself. No one supports, and it becomes a downer for little streams. That is. I mean, it is kind of depressing to stream by yourself, I suppose. But then don't stream live. Like, why not just stream it for yourself and then edit together and put it on YouTube, something like that. I mean, I feel like YouTube has much better discoverability too. Like, I feel like if people are looking for me, they'll find me on YouTube much faster than they'll find me on Twitch, for God's sake. I'm also starting a YouTube channel for art videos. Oh, Invisible Dimensions. Very cool. Well, let us know about that, Invisible Dimension, so I can send people to you. Thinking of doing the YouTube route myself. I mean, Geezer Geek, honestly, I think for us old guys, no offense, I feel like we might be better served just making, videos on YouTube. I feel like Twitch is where you go to watch live events, and this isn't an event. This is just a chat. Like, I don't know why anyone would want to watch that. Oh my God! Post-COVID cough. It's all right, everybody. I'm no longer contagious. Man, was I contagious! I almost called an ambulance. I have to confess. I got to a point one day, like midweek with COVID, a couple weeks ago, and I was struggling to get my breath between coughing and wheezing and stuff. And I suddenly went, at what point, when they say if you're having trouble breathing that you should go to hospital or you should call an ambulance or whatever, at what point do you do that? And I thought, I felt like I was on the cusp. Like, I felt like I was at that point where if it got any worse, I was going to have to call or go to an ambulance, go to a hospital or something, because it was just awful. Like, it was like it hit my asthma. It was like that bronchitis. I felt like a little kid being rushed to sick kids hospital again. Like, it was, and that was the second time I had COVID. First time was miserable, and I felt miserable, really fluey and stuff. This time it was just my lungs. It was and energy as well. I mean, my energy sucks. I'm sucking back so much coffee just to maintain a smiling disposition right now. I was sick like that once, and it's scary to think you might need to go to the hospital and not knowing if you need to. I mean, that's the thing, Captain Catherine, is like, when do you make that call? You know what I mean? I was, it was kind of freaky. I remember it because when I was a kid, I was rushed to hospital with I had like bronchitis turned to pneumonia. Whenever I get a cold, I get bronchitis. That's just the way my little wheezy lungs work. And for some reason in Canada, they don't count asthma as an underlying condition with COVID, which I really think they should, given its effect on me. I can only imagine someone with really bad asthma. It's absolutely terrifying. I mean, so I don't know. I thought because I actually called about the antiviral things, whatever they were. I think they're antivirals you're supposed to take. And they were like, nope, you don't need them. I'm like, I think I might. They're like, no, it's not on the list. Asthma is not on the list of underlying conditions that you have to worry about, so that's fine. If it gets bad, call an ambulance. I'm like, okay. Bronchitis 2 or 3 times every year as a child. I reckon it scarred my lungs for life. Yeah, Nixie Geek, that's me as well. Yeah, I've got your wimpy little scarred lungs too, I'm sure. I feel if I get to the point where I feel in 5 minutes I won't be in a position to make a call anymore, I probably would call the ambulance. Well, that was it, Mecha DM. That was it. I was like, if it gets any worse, I may not be able to call the. Anyways, whatever. It's nothing compared to the tales of terror that we're about to hear from Mr. Triple G, Gimpy G, Lance, Triple G. I just like saying Triple G. Sorry, Lance. I'm sorry. I may have renamed you. So will we see you in Paris this year? Oh, is there a Paris convention? Oh, I had so much fun at the Paris convention. Très bien, magnifique, Paris, j'adore. That'd be nice. Yeah, but I'd love to go to Paris. I feel like I'm sort of up for traveling a bit more now. Like I feel like I've survived twice. I feel like I could probably, it'll kick my ass, but it's not gonna kill me at this point. I'm hoping so. Um, I was able to get the antibody shot in 3 hours. I called company to charge my insurance, no charge to me, and as stated earlier, I was negative the next afternoon. I mean, Mark Lapointe, I wish. I just don't. Is that where are you based, Mark? Are you in Canada? I feel like in Ontario, for some reason, they're like, yeah, touch wood, exactly. James, you're a scientist, for God's sake. You can't say things like touch wood. You're supposed to say, like, well, statistically speaking. With that English accent, too, by the way. Hey, David, I have a streaming question. Yes, Wolfpup, what do you got? Wolfpup's been streaming, by the way. Wolfpup is now officially old enough to stream. Happy birthday, Wolfpup. So we should all be watching Wolfpup as well. I'm in Florida, of all places. Well, I mean, again, the healthcare system in the States is always, if you got insurance, you're fine. It's just those people who don't. Okay, what do you got? We've got a question. We got a streaming question from VibePup. VibePup, take it away. What do you got? I'm hard of hearing. I have my mobile device registered so I can text the emergency services. It's good if you can't hear or can't talk, or if you're in a bad situation and don't want people to know you are summoning help. Oh, that's interesting. Hard of hearing. I have a mobile device registered so I could text the emergency. Wow, that's interesting. Happy birthday, Wolfpup. Yes, Wolfpup. I don't have a big community, just like 5 people. Should I make a Discord? That's a good question. I don't know. You know what you might want to try doing if you want Wolfpup is you could what if we set up a Wolfpup section on the TechBandits server, and then you've got that audience, and then if you build that audience and you find that there's a lot of people in the Wolfpup section, you can then spin it off from there. Would that help? Or I don't know, what do people suggest on something like that? It seems like a lot of work for 5 people. But that said, you know what, Baz has, you know what, if you've got 5 people, then why not have a Discord server? Then you got your own server. You could do your own thing. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I've just changed my mind in the middle of the in the middle of that sentence. I changed my mind. Got to start somewhere. The Wolf Pub Den. I like that, Randy the Magic Man. Randy the Magic Man. How are you, man, Randy the Magic Man? Randy once again has been offering his help, and I have, of course, been terrible about getting back to him about anything. But because Randy the Magic Man has been creating science fiction escape rooms, and I thought, hey, we should totally talk about that with our Tech Bandits at some point. Speaking of which, I should talk about Tech Bandits right now. Erratus Bug. Erratus Wraith, sorry. Erratus Wraith. But David, in regards to the chat difference, Truffle VIP makes the chat a lot like Twitch, but it only works on browsers. There is a waiting list for VIP, but they should notice you easily since you're a bloody actor and all. Now I have to change the whole way I said that because of that little bit. Now I have to do it all English now. So, but David, in regards to the chat difference between Truffle VIP makes the chat a lot more like Twitch, but it only works on the browser. There is a waiting list for VIP, but they should notice you easily since you're a bloody actor and all. Viewers will need to get Truffle TV, which is available at any point. It's just more things to download and more things to... I mean, sorry, thank you for the suggestion. I feel like there's so many things. I got Streamlabs going. I don't even know what's going anymore. I gotta say, I know Streamlabs is supposed to be evil, but it's so freaking easy. And the other thing is PayPal. Freaking PayPal. I don't like PayPal. They take big chunks of money and they charge a lot for processing, and it's hard to get the money into the... Like, I just want to pay for things, and then I get charged to pay for it. I don't know, whatever. I'm rocking the Jeremy Irons in my voice just now. Yeah, it is very Jeremy Irons. He's one of those people. He sort of doesn't open his mouth when he talks. It's the same thing. James Gurney is like the James Gurney is like the Jeremy Irons of bio, basically. He's like of science. I'm actually watching the Planet of the Apes movie since the 1968 one. Can't wait to see the new one for 2023. Are you still interested in it? I love the Apes movies. And of course, they've got a special place in my heart because I was in Caesar, Rise of the Apes. Also, I loved how you fell into the accent. Badly. I don't know, but David should become an actor with those accents. I don't know about that. No, you got James is the guy with the accents. Nicest thing you've ever said to me, isn't it, James? But a younger Jeremy Irons. Jeremy Irons is getting a little long in the tooth now. He's like my age now. Maybe even a little older. David Hewlett, maybe just provide us a P.O. box and we'll send envelopes of money. Dr. and PhD. Ladies and gentlemen, we should all be following Dr. N, PhD, because once he gets his audio stuff sorted out, he's got an amazing podcast. I am really looking forward to talking again at some point, Dr. N, PhD, because I really enjoyed it. It was Dr. N and Dr. James Gurney, and we were just discussing biotech stuff. Well, they were discussing biotech stuff, and I was making stupid comments. But I just find it absolutely fascinating, and I really do want to get some stuff happening with it. In fact, there's a really cool thing that James sent me the other day. There's this little kit, this little sort of PCR and electrophoresis kit. It's really, and a little centrifuge and stuff. It's really neat. Cough, professor. So wait a second, is professor better than doctor? Is that like I'm asking completely seriously? Is that like, so you would prefer to be called Professor James Gurney than Dr. James Gurney? Is that right? I always thought the doctor was what you were going for, but professor's the way to go. Just yeah. See, there you go. See, Untidy Tech's asking the same thing. Oh no, James outranks you then. Professor Who, not quite the same. Yeah, Professor Who doesn't have the same ring to it, does it? Jonathan MLH. Jack Jasra. Well, we are very good, thank you, Jack. I'm in repair, and it's good to hear from you. I always thought Doctor was higher. The Geezer Geek, not on Gilligan's Island. It's true, the Professor. Yep, the Professor was the smart one. Actually, James Gurney is a bit like the Professor on that. Doctor rocks out. Doctor only if their last name isn't McCaig. Is that McKay we're going for there? Professor Doctor Who. Professor Doctor Who. Yeah, it just doesn't have the same ring. I sent you a message about another chat with Dr. N, PhD. Check out Discord. As a professor now, typically you become a professor after doctor, but it isn't really a given title. I see. But do I call you, Prof. Gurney now? Prof. G. Well, wait a second. So if it's Dr. N, PhD, what are you, like Dr. J, PhD? Elizabeth Z. You have to have a doctor to be professor. Yes, very good. Wolfpup. Everyone checking up on the David. That's why he has 105 people. Do I really? It's 100 viewers. It's dropping by the second. People like check in and then go, "Oh my god, this guy's still talking." Dude, hello, says Gimpy G. He's alive. Wait a second. Do you guys not see the chat? You don't see the chat, do you? Damn it. I want you to see the chat too, because the chat, it's more fun when you can see the chat. Is there a way to do that? This is what I freaking hate. Okay, let's say I want to add a chat to this. I'm not going to do it live. I've done this before. It's a freaking disaster. I'll figure it out later. But okay, but I want to figure out how to bring the... I'm going to go back to Streamlabs because they are the devil incarnate, but god damn, they're good at the software. It's just so much easier than trying to figure out these stupid plugins and kludges and all that kind of stuff. Now James is going to make me feel guilty, and so is Cal. Has anyone seen Cal, by the way? Is Cal around? LOL, I'm only Dr. N, PhD because Dr. N was too short for Twitch and needed to be more letters, and the PhD is a bit redundant. Ha ha ha. No, it's not, according to Mr. James Gurney, according to Dr. Professor Dr. James Professor Dr. Gurney, Dr. Professor. According to him, it's important to have all those things. In fact, I think he should change his name right now from James R. Gurney to Dr. Professor Dr. R. James Dr. Gurney Professor. I got Discord on my laptop that I bring to school just in case. Streamlabs. Yeah, Streamlabs. I know everyone disses on Streamlabs, but I gotta say, it's, Profmeister. Profmeister. The Professionator. Dr. Professionator. All right, fun. Say, just in case you stream while I'm at school. Oh, really? That's... Seriously? All right, why is Streamlabs evil? Why is Streamlabs evil? Oh, apparently, well, first off, when I first joined Streamlabs, they were called OBS Streamlabs, indicating to me that they were owned and operated by the people who created OBS. Turns out they weren't. So I felt kind of misled by that. And then apparently they've been a bit sort of shady with their, I guess, they've been some shady with some of their financial stuff, apparently. But I gotta say, the fact of the matter is their product seems to work. I love Stream Elements. I love the idea of supporting Stream Elements, but I don't like their merch isn't as nice. It's just not as it's yet. Maybe it will be, but but I'm a fickle fool, and I like things to be easy. James R. Gurney, I just looked to change my username, but it takes 60 days to switch it back. You should do it, James. James R. Gurney. What is that? That could be anybody, but Professor J.R. Gurney. Professor Junior Gurney. That just has a better ring to it, I think. I would follow that channel. Dinosaur Dave. Normally I sell the plans for the bandits. It's worth it for free. What? Normally I sell the plans, but for the bandits, it's worth it for free. Oh, the Lego plans? I just posted the build plans to my Lego Bay Dinosaur event. My Lego build the plans to my Lego Baby Dinosaur Advent Calendar. To the art thread of Discord. If anyone here wants a cool dinosaur or Lego present for their kids. Oh my God, Dino Dave. That's freaking great. I'm just going to call you Dino Dave because dinosaur is very long. Oh my God, thank you so much. Oh, that's awesome. I love the idea of a dinosaur Advent Calendar. I'll have to do that. That'll be part of our stream. Will be an advent calendar for that. Media Boar, thank you for your subscription of 2 months, and everyone else who subscribed that I haven't seen up until now. I very much appreciate that. So I guess I'm staying on Twitch for a bit. October 28th. I haven't missed a Tech Bandits for 2 whole years. Holy crap, Wolf Pup! Don't tell that to your peers. And my brother would love that. I know there's a few people I can think of that would love that. Me being one of them. Yes, definitely build it for my child. It definitely exists, and it's not really just for me. Well, okay, so one of the things I was doing in my sickness, I don't know if you could see all those boxes there? That's me organizing Lego. And let me tell you, I watched every video on YouTube about Lego, including it even stumped Tested. It stumped my favorite Mythbuster. That's crazy. Even Adam Savage was like, he seemed a bit overwhelmed by the prospect of how do you organize all of that Lego into a usable, because the problem is that people like he being talented, me not being talented, but me wanting to be as talented. You want to get really into the weeds and organize stuff. Like I've got, let me give you an example. So I got little potting trays, right? And had some little potting trays like this. And that just holds all the pieces in. And then I was organizing my Lego by, I don't want to tilt it too much because oh boy. You gonna be able to see that? Maybe I should tilt the camera as opposed to, can we do that? So you can see, so I'm literally organized. Oh, look how dusty it is. Holy crap. Freaking Renovations. Can you see what's in there? I can't really. But like literally, I'm using these to like throw pieces in and organize them. Yeah, it's kind of hard to see there. Mainly, they're pretty dark. But so I'm using these things to organize them, and then I'm trying. I was like, okay, I've got it. I'll put them all in these little. I'll put them all in little like takeout boxes, right? So I got these little takeout boxes, and I thought, oh, I'll just put the pieces. I mean, they're cheap. They're reusable and except that how many of these they'd be like as high as the CN Tower if I had to put each one in those. So I've got tons of different containers going. But and then how do you organize them? So some people say organize by color. I was going by shape because I feel like the shape is the most important thing. But so all of those boxes are all Lego. So I guarantee you I have the pieces necessary to make a Lego advent calendar. I just have to do it. And then eventually I went with, I'll see what you think of this. See what you think of this approach. So I ran out of, I didn't have enough boxes. So then I started using Ziploc bags, right? So everything separated into Ziploc bags. And then the Ziploc bags became too much. So I punched a hole through them and created bags of bags where I can look through and find the Lego that I want, hopefully fast enough to actually build things with it. But I've got literally boxes of this. So there you go. And I love it. I gotta say, I think I've got a problem. And maybe it's maybe I'm on the spectrum or something, but organizing, I love going through and separating all the different types of Lego pieces and organizing them, and it's the same thing with the cards, right? Like with the Magic the Gathering cards, same thing. I just love going through the cards and figuring out how to organize them, and I never get them organized. I just like the process. So it's definitely some kind of a spectrum thing happening there. But it's but yeah. So that's the idea with the Lego stuff was to come up with a better. Oh, I seem to have the camera a little high. Hello, everybody. All right. Yeah. So there you go. Oh yeah. There's my wheelchair there. The wheelchair is currently charging in the garage. I pulled the batteries out to charge it because it had completely died during the renovations and it being ignored for so long between sickness and renovations. So I put it out in the garage to recharge because I was a little concerned about. I didn't want to leave 2 giant 12-volt batteries charging in the basement. I just felt that was like asking for a fire. Gimpy G will tell you all about that. All right, let's get some Discord happening. David, there are images on Discord if you want to take a look. They are adorable. You will love them. Dinosaur Dave, thank you very much. I will definitely have a look. In fact, can I bring them up now? Can I do that? Is it possible? I'm sure it is possible. Let me see. Well, let's get Discord. Let's get Discord in here. Can we see? Have we got a Discord chat going? Let's see. What's happening? Let's say hi to the new grown-up and streaming Vibe Pup. How are you, Vibe Pup? Woohoo! He sounds older, doesn't he? You sound older already. Oh, is that what it is? Wait a sec. Is everyone hearing you okay? Let's just see. Do you talk again? Oh, see, I don't think we're hearing you. Wait a second. Let me make sure. You cannot hear Discord. Okay, so how would I get Discord in here? There's Mike. Really? Then I do? Let me see what I've got. Speakers. What I want is this. All right, let's try this. Okay, now, will you hear it? Let's talk again now.
Hello.
Oh.
Let me try it. Hello.
Ooh, hello. It's Gimpy G. I mean, Triple G. Triple G. Whatever I'm
I
talking.
like Gimpy G. Gimpy G's good.
I know.
Okay,
I know, but you can say it. When I say it, people just go, That was the problem. Is
well,
I feel like they don't have the context for it, right?
You know what the problem is? You're not taking me everywhere with you.
That's the problem.
Then it becomes very easy.
Wait a sec. Now I got to somehow adjust. Is my volume? Oh, my volume's on full. That's why Gimpy G is destroying my hearing. My hearing. Okay, let's see this again. Now,
Am I yelling too loud?
No, it's fine. I had you on full volume. That's why. But let's listen.
Okay.
I want to hear this new microphone that the Vibe Pup's using too. What's the talk for a second?
Oh,
here?
okay, cool.
Tell us what's going on, Vibe Pup.
Well, basically,
It does sound better.
I have it's a kind of weird streaming setup. It's I actually have a schedule.
Oh, you have a schedule. See, that's smart though. That's really smart.
That is good. You got to be a habit for somebody.
I tried to do it. I missed a lot last week because I got sick.
What did you get?
Most worried about the chicken.
COVID?
Not COVID.
Oh, why does no one else get COVID except me?
I think I got it from you through the screen, but my virus protector got some of it.
Yes.
I believe it.
Yeah, I buy it too. I'm that contagious. I'm so contagious that I could give it to people through the internet. So you've got, what microphone are you using now, Vibe? What do you end up?
I don't know. It's a Blue Yeti one.
Oh yeah. What shape is it? Is it like a pill or is it a circle? A sphere?
It's
A
like
ball,
a pill.
yeah.
It's a what? A pill?
Nice.
It's like a pill shape.
Yeah, that's
shape.
nice. There, honestly, I don't think you need, this is basically the equivalent of that. Except it's got lights in it. I like the Yeti.
Used it, the first time I used the mic, I was in a call with my friends, and I didn't realize that my mic was blasting into their ears.
Hey, they can adjust their volume. That's their problem.
Yeah.
Because basically they just kept saying it was too quiet as a joke, because they thought I knew it was loud.
Right.
So I just kept turning it up and just is this better?
And how are you streaming? So what are you using to stream? Are you using OBS Streamlabs and stuff, or what are you?
OBS. I probably should set up Streamlabs.
Well, if you want to do merch and stuff, again, I like James can jump in on this one. What's your take on Streamlabs, Lance?
Well, apparently I'm old now and just like sticking with what I know.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's why Streamlabs is, I think, is what I'm going to end up sticking
And
with.
it seems to do everything for you, which really fits into my work ethic.
Yeah, that's sort of the way I feel like I go like, oh, shiny thing. I'm going to go try a new whatever. And as a result, I feel like I lose out on like, I feel like the consistency goes out the window. Why am I at an
I have bad news for you, David.
What's that, buddy?
You are going to be the second most famous person on this stream to the demographic of 25 and under.
Damn it.
In 2 days.
Is that because of
2 days?
Because of Dr. Professor James R. Gurney?
It's going to be because I am going to be on Moist Critical stream.
Oh my god. How freaking cool is that? Like, how cool is that?
I was watching him before the stream.
Dude, I'm watching him all the time because that's what BAaaack watches. Like, BAaaack watches Moist Critical all the time. Charlie.
On Thursday, we're going to start a little early.
Yeah.
And I'll be telling my story, and it will be an extra long stream for kind of raising money to get me back in the house and make sure I have my lift and all that.
Dude, I cannot wait. So that's Thursday at what time? I'll
It seems like he usually starts around 6 my time, 6 or 8.
So what
he's actually on the East Coast.
Is that mountain time?
Yeah, so it might be.
He's streaming right now.
I don't know.
Start around like
even a little bit later for you.
4.
Go ahead. I'm sorry about that.
What were you saying,
I was saying something.
I was just saying that he's on right now, so I'm guessing he gets on around like 3 or 4.
Huh. That is
he's
very
streaming
cool,
Overwatch
what is
2.
it? Yeah, Overwatch 2. So that's why he started early.
So when you're a famous streamer, like, are you gonna do like Mr. Beast giveaways of like money and stuff to your friends if they don't let go of cars and things? Like, will I be?
I'm gonna like name drop you guys quite a lot.
Really? So you're gonna do like a
lot
of
like the Tech Bandits.
Well, Moist Critical says this, and Moist Critical says that. Oh, you're to name drop Tech Bandits. I'm not sure that's gonna work with your demographics that well. I would. I'd stick with the House on Fire. I think that's probably more appealing.
I keep dropping David Hewlett to him. Are you sure? My friend David Hewlett's really super famous. Do you want him on stream with us?
He's super famous to people. Your grandparents loved him in Stargate.
Yeah.
that's the difference in worlds there. I'm so.
He's 28.
Yeah, see, that's
how old. When did you stop being Rodney?
When did I stop being relevant?
Rodney.
Well, it's got to be. It's almost 15 years. How long has it been since it's been off the ground now?
I don't know.
Wait a second. He's playing Overwatch right now? He's playing the new Overwatch?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Baz is all excited because actually Baz is going to be even more excited because I won't see him now because he was supposed to do. If you need another house fire to push engagement, just let me know. It's true. Actually, James, you got to get ready to steal all of his audience as soon as he gets Moist Critical's audience. In fact, you should have James R. Gurney on the stream with you as your resident expert, and then he can steal Moist Critical's audience as well. Right?
Dude.
To fund his lab.
Like siphoning gas, but different.
To fund his lab. That would be it. Professor Dr. James R. Dr. Professor Gurney. Professor.
Today we will study mucus. And then James Gurney hits this thing. Hundreds of thousands. Screaming glee. Could be good.
Basically, James Gurney is the phage of audiences. It's like he latches on to the bacteria that is streamers, and then he sucks their audiences from them. That's basically how it works. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Sucks there 3 times in a row. You have to really get to the point on that.
Wait a sec. Ania is offended. Ania 612 is offended because, excuse me, 28 is not an excuse. I'm 26 and I love Stargate. And David. There you go.
See, okay,
no excuse. You tell that Charlie guy he should be watching.
I was trying to say, did people actually think that James Gray tried to steal your?
They actually did, yes.
They think so because Discord, he did.
James Gurney is like a cross between Hitler and
Whoa.
somebody really unsavory.
Wow, Professor Dr. Hitler James Gurney. Wow.
Yeah, it was bad.
That is my son at the door trying to get in. I should probably go and let him in.
Is he scratching?
Oh, no, looks like James. No,
Is he
James let him in.
scratching?
I think the door was actually unlocked. So there you go. He's scratching to try to get in. No, it's okay. So 27 and also a big fan of who are all, don't your kids have
Look at you.
27. I'm making
David.
a sandwich. That's great, Eva McFerry. What's up?
Before the last time you streamed, I got all the Stargate DVDs.
Did you really?
Oh, no way.
All the SG-1 ones or the Atlantis, or what did you?
Atlantis. Up to, I actually don't know if I got all of them, but I got up to 5, missing 4 though.
How did you get them? Like at a used DVD place or something?
Pawn shops.
Pawn shops. Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Because people sell them and then buy the Blu-rays and things. Because they're constantly up. They're constantly re-releasing different things. First time chat. I'm 32 years old, so yes, I'm old. Started SG-1, discovered and fell in love with Atlantis, and then I'm guessing the next part of that comment from Hoder S is probably and then of course found a love for Rodney McKay, the best character on the show.
Yeah.
So
I believe Stargate DVDs are the main form of currency among your meth heads and such now.
I think in small countries,
it's just like,
some small countries,
like
it's
money.
the only currency going. It's the Stargate
Yep,
DVDs.
true.
It's true. Are you going to watch that? You're not actually going to watch them, are you, Vipop?
No comment. I'm gonna try.
Yeah, I would be amazed. Well, look, I don't know. Maybe it'll hold up. But it's retro, right? It's going to be like retro science fiction for you because it like the effects are 20 years old now. I mean, like it's crazy. They should redo them with new effects. Is what they should do.
I feel like I'm
I
gonna
don't know.
be there watching the show and just like, hey, that's already happened.
Hey, you want to watch something fun and creepy as well? Is that the my Guillermo del Toro Cabinet of Curiosities thing airs just before Halloween. So like in the next few weeks, they're going to start releasing them, and I just saw a screener of it, and it's pretty insane. It is.
Is that the one where they put the blue stuff on you?
That's the one where
to make it?
Yes.
Yeah.
No, that was C.
Gluten text?
They did that for C, I think. Oh, did they? No, you're right. That was for that. I think they did it for both. But yes, there was definitely there was definitely a lot of prosthetics involved in that too. But it's really fun, like really, really fun.
Did you see that editing mistake on C?
What did they do?
They didn't cut away when you were dropping the opiates into your eyeballs.
They didn't cut away?
No, they didn't cut away.
So what do you
that's
mean?
Right there in the show.
What?
What?
Me doing the drugs on set. Is that what you're supposed to, like? I never really knew what I was putting in my eye. I said, like, what are you putting in his eye? In my eye. And he's like, well, I don't know, whatever you put in eyes. I was like, so like eye drops? I was like, I'm just getting eye drops.
Yeah, but you put it in and you're like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And then you like pretend like you're driving a motorcycle.
But
it was cool.
Are there drugs that you can take that you can put in your eyes like that? I mean, are there actually drugs?
Sure.
Are there?
Sure.
But what do you?
Yeah.
What is it getting into if you put them in your eyes? Like what kind of how is it getting in your
Well,
bloodstream? You put
and you have a lot of blood vessels in there under your eyelids and junk.
Oh, you think that's
James? You're a scientist.
Well, James is suggesting we put smaller eyeballs in our eyes. That's what you do.
Okay.
Vodka to the eyeball.
Get that.
Oh God, could you imagine pouring?
They would have just put in water.
My joke was I was doing the clear eyes. It's just basically I just wanted to look good for the battle.
Except the opposite. I don't know. It seemed to do something for you though, because you're like, whoa.
If you can get infected in your eyes, you could put drugs in there. I guess so, Elizabeth. That's what Elizabeth said.
That's true.
I just threw up some instructions to help people. It sounded like Dinosaur Dave had just thrown up. It started with just threw up. Some instructions to help people get the parts into the art Discord with the Lego post. Hope it helps people. It's going to make breakfast now. I'm going to make breakfast now since it's finally 6 a.m. Oh, my God. The Dinosaur Dave.
Gosh, where's Dinosaur Dave from?
You got to get up pretty early to catch a dinosaur by the sound of it. If you eye drop liquid drugs into your eyes, surely it's just drip into your nose. That's what I would have thought. So basically, I could have just like Anyway, whatever. Okay.
Well, this guy's got some pretty weird eyes. He's been experimenting on them to try to make them work, and so he might just be able to pour it right onto his brain.
Or the relevance goes away. Dino Dave is Spino Breaker.
Oh, the Dino Dave is Spino Breaker?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. Hello, Spino Breaker.
Who's that?
I didn't know that. Spino Breaker. Well, that was the old. People changed their names. Triple G.
Oh. Yeah, it's true.
I didn't realize that. well, thank you. Well, they're not Spino Breaker now. Now they're Dinosaur Dave. So we're going with that. When I sneeze, it comes out my eyes and ears. That's nice, Jessica Hufflepuff. Thank you for that information.
That's...
Your immune system takes tissues with your eyes if it realizes they exist, so you got to be careful. Your immune system takes issues with your eyes if it realizes they exist, so you got to be careful. What? Fun fact, they used to use cocaine on your eyeballs to paralyze them for surgery. There you go.
Dang.
That's very happy eyes.
Hi, Brittany.
Happy cocaine eyes, I guess.
I'm putting on 69.
We got I changed it on here for streaming, but kept the old one everywhere else, just to make it really confusing. Thank you, Dinosaur Dave. Thank you for making it difficult for us.
Yes.
Is the immune system not aware of the existence of its own eyeballs?
No.
That's interesting.
Well, that's what they're indicating.
Is that true, though?
I read something a while ago. The immune system will make you go blind if it learns about your eyeballs.
So don't, what do you talk quietly about the eyeballs while you're, Immune system and eyeballs.
But basically...
That's crazy.
I'm looking it up right now. The ocular immune system protects the eye from infection and regulates healing processes following injuries. Okay, that's not the point, though. The eye and immune privilege. What does that mean? A window to the...
So it has its own immune system?
I guess so.
This is
here
crazy
you go.
as hell.
Science ABC. Do eyes have a separate immune system? Essential and irreplaceable organs such as the eyes and the brains are subject to a limited amount of preservation from the body's immune system. This is called their immune privilege. The immune system of the body is the silent superhero of our existence. Yes, yes, yes. Shields us from germs. Yes, yes, yes. However, the brain and the eyes actively keep this immune system at bay. With that in mind, how do they remain safe from pathogens? Why don't our eyes constantly get infected? Well, some people it does. There you go. There's a video about it.
Oh my.
So it sounds
I
like
thought James Gurney was making a funny.
He never makes funny. He's always deadly serious, that guy. Deadly. Interesting. They also have a separate insurance system. Ha. Very funny, Elizabeth said. I had eye surgery when I was 3 years old for amblyopia. Amblyopia. Lazy eye. They took the eye out, cut the muscles, and centered the eyeball and reattached. Wow. Ha.
I don't think they could cut the optic nerve, can they? Maybe they just yanked it to the edge.
Well, the muscle, though, not the optical cord, right?
Oh, okay. That's
very curious. What is lazy eye, then? If that's...
Lazy eye is
like your eye drifts around.
Yeah, it's not... They're not working in tandem. They're working separately. I think I could do it if I wish I could.
I wish I could watch the screen
eye, so
at
you
the same time.
So basically, one eye goes is separate than the other one. Actually, gives me an awful headache doing that. I've got to say. I had a glass dome.
Did you actually make one eye look off to the side?
I think so. You have to I have to cross my eyes, and then you let one go. That's how I do it. There you go. The brain doesn't really pay attention to the signals from the one eye. It kind of does whatever it wants. Oh, that's interesting.
I was trying to say, this is something I've wondered for a while. Why does the brain, why haven't we evolved something to protect our eyes if it's such a important thing?
Well, wouldn't you say we have? I mean, we've got eyelids.
But how will that stop a dinosaur biting my eye?
Good point. I think if a dinosaur's biting your eye, the last thing you're concerned about is your eyes.
Well, if you look at David, since he's older than all of us,
older than dinosaurs,
you can see his heavy brow ridge. And that's what
I guess,
keep the dinosaur's teeth from getting into the eye socket.
Yeah, I mean, our eyes aren't out on stalks, so they're not sort of out there They're like, you know, you can close your eyes, and I
Yeah.
guess you have certain protection. Yeah, your skull is all built up around it. I mean, I think there's some protection. And when we were back in the Neanderthal days, we had more pronounced areas around that, right? So I'm guessing that
Right.
our need to protect our eyes has perhaps changed over the years. Now we have glasses. Would be cool if our eyes could shoot lasers at dinosaurs. That would be cool. I mean, you could probably, you know, the thing behind the eyes, the brain, is better at protecting the eyeballs. Instead of building armor to dinosaur bites, the brain just learned to run away. Exactly. That's very smart. So
True.
basically, our protection has just become self-preservation because of our brain. That's actually very smart.
So it went from brain. Also, I watched a very interesting thing
We've
about
got background. We got some background noise going here.
that.
Is it me?
I think it might be.
Yeah, there is some noise in your background.
Can you turn down the TV just a bit? That might be me. That might be okay.
Oh, it's you, Gippy G.
Better?
Oh, it's you.
Oh, it's me.
I don't understand why the brain named itself something very boring like the brain.
Well,
Because
only in English.
It's true.
If the brain named itself, why did it name itself like Superhero Megatron 3000?
Well, I mean, I think some
Maybe
people.
it named itself God.
Well, that's
Who
what I'm saying. Like, it came up with the
Or
concept.
Brian.
Or Brian. Brian. Well,
Maybe
what?
it was-
Okay, what is the brain in other languages though? As you say, maybe it sounds better in like what is it in Latin? Because that would have been the language that we were talking about brains in, right? Originally, what is Latin for brain? Latin for brain. There we go. What do we got? Oh,
What's photo?
cerebrum.
Oh, cerebrum.
That sounds. Let's see. Is that what it sounds like?
Cerebrum.
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 Cerebrum. That sounds more impressive, doesn't it? How about that, Wolf Pup? Instead of brain, cerebrum. You know?
Okay, then what is Latin for cherry broom?
Lat would be
Oh,
for
Cherry, like the food, and then
Yeah.
broom.
All right.
what? What?
Well,
Say who?
do they have
Need
that?
to
Latin for cherry broom. Nope, I'm having a hard time with that one. Well, let's try.
Okay.
Let's try Latin for cherry. Here we go. Here's Latin for cherry.
Cerasus.
Cerasus. Cerasus.
Okay, so-
And now broom. All right, let's see the broom. Latin for broom. Latin for broom.
Uni uperio brum?
Oh my god.
Hero
You seriously know that?
No, I have no
There you
idea.
go.
No.
Yeah, you're right. It's
Uniperorum.
Uniperorum.
told us.
Uniperorum. Oh man, they should have called the brain that. Uniperorum. Uniperorum. Okay.
Whoa.
Eva Matherius finished making their sandwich. They put an earphones on, and the first thing I heard was cherry broom. Don't you mean
Uniperorum.
cerebrum.
Uniperorum? I don't know what I have to sound like. For some reason, I sound like it's okay.
It's
Italian.
eh?
Yay. Okay. From the etymological dictionaries, such as the great 32-volume work assembled in the 19th century by the Brothers Grimm, we find that the modern word brain is derived from the Old English bragen, which is the word that still exists in other Western Germanic languages. Brain in Danish and Frisian. Thank you.
Yeah, but what's it mean?
I know that doesn't really help me much, Mark. Thank you, Mark, for your really insightful comment. Okay, the only Latin you will ever
Ooh,
need.
Netsy geek.
What is ubi matella est? What's that in? I'm gonna have to look that up now. Have I just sworn in Latin?
Ubi.
David, you
Therefore,
should know
it
not to
is.
swear in Latin.
I know.
You should know. You should have learned all the swear words in all the different languages.
What is it? Translation?
David
Ubi
probably
est
knows
mater.
quite a few, being a man of the world like he is.
Where is the mother? Ubi est mater? Where is mother? Have I missed something? Is there some kind of a sci-fi reference, some nerdy sci-fi reference that I've somehow failed to? Oh my god, now I've got ads popping up everywhere. My god, I hate the interwebs.
Oh my
What have I
god.
done? I clicked something and now everything's everywhere. Oh my god, it's done that horrible thing where it won't let me close the window now. Oh, I freaking hate the internet. I don't hate the internet.
And that's how David broke his computer.
But that was like,
Yep.
I don't want your stupid. I'm gonna have to close it. I'm gonna have to close that window. That window's closed. Forget it. You're dead to me, window. Okay, what do we got?
Wait, are you on your iPad Pro now, or whatever it was. Your i.
No, I'm on the old
What
I'm
the
on the
hell?
old PC
iMac?
desktop. And I'll tell you, I've been having a
Oh, okay.
lot of problems because there's too many. I don't have enough USB ports. And my stupid. Okay. There you go. I'm going to show you something. Check this out. So this is not even 2 years old.
Oh, I wish I could see this.
Not even 2 years old. What
Does he still have his pants on,
what a
everyone?
nice
I
looking
can't
computer, huh? Nice looking computer, huh? Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Asus, our Republic of Gaming. Crap. Frickin' crap.
I thought you just dropped it.
It just died. It died. It completely died. It died a horrid death, a sudden, rapid death. I sent it in for servicing, and they said, oh, no, you spilled something on it. I was like, I've never spilled anything on it, but I guess maybe something got spilled on it at some point. But it certainly hadn't happened months. It's been months, at least, since anything had been spread on, had gone on it. But it was like one tiny little, it looked like one little mark that might have been fluid on the inside. And they're saying, yeah, no, in order to replace it, it's $2,500. I'm like, thank you. I spent $1,300 on this. I bought it for $13. They wanted $25 to fix it. So I'm like, screw you, Asus. I'm never buying your crap again.
God.
And now I have to take it apart and try to figure out where there's a short circuit and if it's worth trying to save it. Because there's a 2070 in here. This is a nice laptop. And it's a fucking, it's a freaking paperweight.
Piece of
right
junk.
now. You know?
Wolf Pup's eating tacos, so he can't hear you.
Okay, thank God.
You're filth.
Right? It's like that. Isn't that shameful? And you know who warned me? And I hate to admit it, but you know who warned me?
Don't say it.
Cal the Hammer.
Oh, okay.
She said
I
overpriced.
thought you were going to say James Gurney, and I couldn't handle it.
Overpriced junk. No, I would just end it now if it was James. I mean, no, this is Cal. And she said it was overpriced junk. And you know what? She's right. Luckily, she's not here to hear
How'd
that.
she know?
I don't know.
She's psychic?
Has she had it before? I don't know. But literally nothing. And I tried. Now, admittedly, I might have screwed things up even further now because one of the things I've discovered with my old Mac was when my old Mac stopped working, I put it in the freezer. You put it in the freezer, and then you fire it up, and it worked really well. So whatever was expanding and contracted in the cold, or expanded, I guess, whatever the case was, and it worked beautifully. And that was what I would shock it back into action again using that. So I tried that with this.
Now, does it count as spillage if you are licking the Cheetos dust off your keyboard? Just a question.
Finger salsa? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. Like, it's possible. I might have been like, and I drool over a lot of technology. So maybe it's less than.
Oh yeah, obviously.
Maybe I drooled over a laptop or something into the laptop, or like a VR system, or maybe I was drooling over the big projector that I want to get for the back wall now. I was just gonna paint it
I can't
black.
believe how cheap you were on those projectors. Oh my god.
How cheap?
Yeah, how cheap you are on that. Oh my god.
I'm not gonna spend $1,000.
You're gonna have a show, dude.
Yeah, but I don't. Well, I don't. It's not that kind of a show. It's not like giant. It's not like Stargate show. It's like a little reality show type thing. Not reality. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, I'm going shopping and it all went wrong. The M2
Tell
MacBook
James what you got.
Oh, James, you don't want to know.
James.
I got the MacBook Pro. And I looked at the 14 inch.
Oh.
I looked at the 16 inch. I looked at the $5,000-$6,000 one spends on these things, and I went with the 13 inch, and I maxed out the 13 inch, and I love it. I freaking love it. It's like it's just everything works every time. It's just, I hate to say it, but Mac, I'm a Mac guy. I think I'm a Mac guy. Yeah, there you go. I just got a new MacBook Pro. I really love it too.
You slut.
Yeah, and I should say, so I don't get in trouble like Kim Kardashian or whatever her name is, I own stocks. I own stocks in Apple.
You do?
I bought stocks in Apple because I'm like, you know what? I keep coming back to them. I hate them. I want to punch their little Apple faces in because it's a walled garden and they don't let you do anything and it drives me freaking crazy.
True.
It's like, stop spoon feeding me my computer. But everything freaking works. And I was using a laptop that the wonderful, fabulous Who is
If I
it?
go, do we?
Yeah, is the? Oh my god, I've forgotten his user handle. For God's sake, the 3D printing guy. I forgot his.
Prusa?
No, not
Prusa?
Prusa. No, it was oh my god. I've been off stream for too long. I've lost it. I get to blame COVID on this one. Brian 3D. That's it. Brian 3D. So
Oh, okay.
Brian 3D had
Never heard of him.
an old Mac laptop that he said he wasn't using. And he said, "Do you want me to send it to you?" And I was like, "Well, I just feel weird. I want to, just like, thank you, but I shouldn't be taking that kind of stuff." And then he was like, "Well, look, it's literally sitting in a box doing nothing. Why don't you use it?" I used it for like 5 years. It was secondhand when I got it. I used it for 5 years. It's still working beautifully, except when I have to put it in the freezer to reboot it. But other than that, it's still working beautifully. And then finally, I was like, okay, you know what? I like the fact that thing is hung on, is clinging to life like some kind of a mummified corpse. That thing is still working beautifully, kind of like me. Thank you, Lexi K.
Lexi K, woo.
You know, Cal did raise a really good point about the switch between Twitch and YouTube. She was saying that she said that one of the great things about Twitch is that you can gift subscriptions and stuff, so that often that,
Yes.
from an income standpoint, it's better that way. But actually, one of the things I can't go into detail because it's way too early to be talking about this. But one of the things I was pitching the guys today was that I wanted to do a behind the scenes of making the show that we're making, because it involves a lot of like cosplay stuff and building props and all this kind of stuff. And I just thought that you'd have to do all this stuff to show on the main show. And I was saying they were saying they wanted to up their YouTube game, and I was like, well, you want to update your YouTube game? Let's just show people the making of all this stuff, because we've got some BFX stuff we want to do, we've got some practical effects we want to do, we've got some makeup effects we're going to want to do. And the idea would be, why not have that as as part of the promotion and the community? Because it's basically, if I was to pitch it without saying anything, I would say it's like a sci-fi show for sci-fi fans by sci-fi fans. That would be my.
I came up with a brilliant idea for you while I was sick.
Perfect. What do you got? Does it involve the
it's
lasering
like
of
Jeopardy. You're the host. But it has like science fiction and science questions. Like science fiction could be comic books, movies,
anime,
shot videos.
Anime.
And it's called Sci-Fights. Like
Sci-Fights.
SCIFIGHTS.
Let's do it. Done. Let's do it.
Love it.
Yeah. Is there a big wheel that I can spin?
It can happen.
I like big wheels. I like the idea of like big prop wheels to.
What if you had a big Goldbergian contraption that you pushed, and randomly a ball ends up?
What's to stop us from just doing? Here's the next thing though: is what's to stop us doing that on YouTube? Why can't we just do that? Like, why can't that just be a show on YouTube that we do? Sci-Fights.
I don't see why. Other than
Sci-Fi
you have
fights?
to eat the cost.
Is it sci-fi fights or sci-fights?
Yeah, sci-fi. I was just going to call it sci-fights, accentuating the FI in fights. But yeah.
Right. I see. Sci-fights. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. And it would just be like a quiz show?
Yeah.
So we could
with snippets from shows. And
so if we were to do that, we could set it up. Could we set it up and then have people on Discord come in? So we'd invite them into Discord as contestants. So people would compete to be a contestant. They would become a contestant. We put them in Discord on the spot, and they would answer questions.
Ooh.
That would work.
Are you writing this down? Somebody write this down.
Somebody write. It's not. We don't have to write it down. It's all recorded. That's the beautiful thing about streaming.
True.
It's basically, this is my second brain, right here. I'm working on my first one, but my secondary, my alternate brain. But that would work. Like, we could do, like, it'd be like, you try it as an event, see how people like it. Hello, Jenny Style.
Yeah.
Jenny Style. You cannot lose with a username like Jenny Style, can you?
No.
Hello, Jenny Style here. I want to be David Style. David Style. That would make us related, but that's weird unto itself. But anyways, hello, Jenny Style.
Maybe.
Welcome, everybody. We got a new first-time chat, Jenny Style, right here. Whenever
Jenny
you see a first-time
Styles,
chat,
welcome.
I've got to say, I'm always thoroughly impressed when new people throw out a first-time chat, because I never had the nerve to do that when I was, back in my day.
Does Jenny know that you're incredibly famous?
I don't know. Let's find out. Jenny, do you know how famous I
Jenny,
am?
are you just checking us out? Yeah.
Whoa, wait a sec. We've got another great name here. This is a first-time chat
Obscure Sausage.
from Obscure Sausage. Welcome, Obscure Sausage. I think you're going to fit in here beautifully, judging by that name. Obscure. Now I want to be an Obscure Sausage style. Okay, so hello, David. Hope you are doing well. I am much better now. Thank you very much. And I've got to say.
Oh, she does know you.
Oh, you do know me. Who knows me?
Well, she knows of you. She
Atlantis.
put Atlantis heart emoji.
See, there you go. That's usually what does it for people. Well, yes, I too heart Atlantis. A cool category would be using Stable Diffusion AI generated pictures and have a guess to show IP that you don't have to pay the copyright on all the amazing sci-fi shows. Here's the thing. If we're on Twitch or YouTube, it doesn't matter anyways. We just show those stupid clips. If we don't make any money off it anyways, right? If we're not, as long as we're not monetizing, do they care if we put the clips up?
Okay. I was wondering about that.
Do we get monetized? Do we get demonetized? Like, I don't mind being demonetized when I'm not monetizing. If that, you know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
You do the show, you get an audience,
because
and then maybe
I have non-monetized material that totally uses, like copyrighted stuff, and
Right.
It's still up. So,
I get nailed every so often on things.
I
Cal! Cal's here. Happy birthday to you.
But you have to say
you
late
bring
happy birthday.
It is. I said happy birthday on the day. I said happy birthday on the right day because she told me her birthday was on Thursday. It turns out it was already Thursday for her, and she meant Friday. So she got 2 birthday greetings out of me. Goodbye, everyone. And that was Cal. Cal is gone. Cal, you're late to the party. We've been talking about your birthday for ages. Oh my God, Jenny Style just subscribed. Jenny, you just got here. You don't know how boring this is. Like, it's like, yeah, thank you for your subscription. That's very kind of you.
It's not exactly too boring. We have a lot of fun.
I was trying to look up presents for Cal too. Like I was on Amazon trying to find fun things that what could I send Cal for a birthday present? I was looking at some Last of Us
knowing
stuff.
how cheap you are.
Given it ain't gonna be a projector TV, that's for sure. I guarantee you that.
No.
Wait a second, Cal. You don't have a TechBandits coin. I'll send you a TechBandits.
Oh, well, that just makes sense,
doesn't it?
Because she could be flipping that coin, deciding who to murder in chat.
Who's the hammer? Who's the hammer coming down on? That's it. Let's go.
That's right.
Very good. Just be miserable. That's a good present for me. The present that I got Cal was I embarrassed myself by getting the wrong day for her birthday. So she had took great glee in the fact that I got it completely wrong, and then had to backtrack and say, okay, it's actually the next day. So now Obscure Sausage just subscribed. Don't you people know what you're getting into? Thank you very much.
This is fantastic.
I cannot tell who has the better name.
Obscure Sausage is pretty great.
It is.
Is there any of the Strickies I sent you? Send Cal one. The Stricks? What are the Stricks, Xenos? What are the Strickies? Glutton for sausagey goodness. Thank you, Dixie. Indeed. Hey, I own 4 3D printers. Nothing can be worse than that. I own 2, Obscure Sausage. I own 2, and they're now in the garage. And very soon, they're hopefully going to have a camera on them so we can see them. And I'm going to let people use them. That's my hope is that in the neighborhood we can. Although recently there's been a slate. Do you say a spate of or a slate of?
No, a spate. You're correct.
It's a spate of burglaries.
Ooh.
It's a bit worrying. I'm a little worried that someone's going to go.
Now, is that you trying to replace the junk that you had to throw away, maybe during sleepwalking or something?
Dude, you don't know. Like a friend of my mom's was cleaning out her house. Her husband was an old IT guy, like way back when, like the mainframe days. And she's like, "Oh, I've got
Oh
all these
my.
things. I've got all these things, and I just want to get rid of them. I packed them all up, and you can have them." And I was like, I can't take them. I couldn't take them because
You fool.
there was no room for them, and I would be divorced. If someone showed up with a freaking truckload of old computer stuff now, my wife would leave me, and she wouldn't even take the
But
dog.
wait, if you, okay, you know that idea you had about well, I don't know if you're talking about this, but the garage is a place that you like have as your staging area, and those two really nice gals you've been talking to about
Oh, the Stu sisters.
educational
Yeah. We're
stuff.
trying to figure out
Okay,
how to we're
so
trying to
that
figure out how
show,
to create a show out of Tech Bandits. My agent thinks I should make a
right?
Tech Bandits TV show, but we just get
And if
BAaAck to
you,
host it.
yeah, if you had a mainframe looking stuff up, that would be totally legit looking. That'd be awesome.
Oh, I see the stickers. Oh, I was wondering what a stickers was. I see stickers. Yes, 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 yes. I could send Tech Bandit stickers. That's true. Because that's what I know that's
Oh,
what Cal wants to do is run around putting Tech Bandit stickers on everything. I feel that's a little self-serving, those gifts, though. Like sending a coin or a Tech Bandit sticker just seems like it's not. I was thinking more like
honestly, I thought it was a kind of booze.
I was thinking like maybe like a Chris Helmsworth body pillow or something like that. Like something that she would truly be, it would be truly awkward for her to actually answer the door and get, you know? Good thing you missed computer reset in Texas. What? What was that? What was a computer reset?
There's just this big giant place down in Texas that this guy over the course of, I don't know, 30 years was
Mm.
David Hewlett, but in PCs, and he
Oh,
just
yeah.
kept bringing in everything. And
Really?
he passed away, I think, and his family didn't know what to do with this giant warehouse of, I mean, there's rare
I'm
computers in
sure.
there.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
they
yeah.
had some kind of auction. Somebody already stole some of the rare stuff.
Really?
So
Wait a sec. Elizabeth with a Z is saying that the Living Computer Museum just shut down, and I don't know what they did with all their stuff. Very sad. See, this is over 40K square feet of stuff. Oh, Mark LaPointe.
true. If you go to
Nah, I
8-Bit
don't feel so
Guy
bad.
or
I don't want to see. I don't want to see
what's
stuff that I could have got. I just want a Commodore
well,
64. I want to get an old Commodore 64. I love those kits that the Altair. They've got the old Altair kits, which are kind of fun. I'd like an original Apple, but that's just me, you know.
wait, if we had a old Commodore, I wonder if you could video capture it and we could play, you and I play like some Commodore games on there, like
Oh,
the old Pools of Radiance, the D&D stuff,
well, you
or
know what we could do is
something
we
like
could.
that.
They've got emulators. There's a Commodore 64
Oh,
emulator.
true story, dude.
We could
High
totally do
five.
that. Yeah, yeah. Although God forbid I try to plug a freaking anything else into my USB port. I try to get my mouth stick, my face stick sorted out. And of course, it's just like I plug in my face stick and one of my cameras doesn't work anymore. It's just. I have a Macintosh Plus 8
Really?
40 megabyte external drive and a dot matrix printer. Oh, I love the dot matrix printers. My last job had a
Can I
Commodore.
tell you how I solved that problem?
How did you solve that problem?
Okay, you can get docks that are powered. You actually plug the dock into
Mm,
a socket, or into a socket,
mm.
and then I can run the mouth stick or the quad stick off of that and still have everything else be powered
Well, I have.
because
So
it's providing.
I've got powered USB ports, but there's something amiss. Something is amiss. Something is afoot. Some evil is afoot. Because there's some kind of configuration issue, weirdly, that you don't get with Macintosh computers. That's what you can do with a really nice.
Man,
That's what you could do with a really nice microphone, by the way. VibePub is you could just get really close and talk really low and sound like a DJ. Yeah. My feet aren't evil. Thank you, Bite Me, I'm Klingon.
all feet are evil. That's a truth.
Oh my gosh, Eva my fairy. I think I just deafened Eva my fairy. Sorry, is it too loud? Or was it just too beautiful? ZX Spectrum next, issue 2. Okay, ZX Spectrum. By the way, I have one of those. Well, Jane has one of those. Jane's father had one of those, and I was very, very particular about nothing ever happening to it because I wanted it. It's still in the boxes, and it still has all of the manuals. And when I retire, that's
Oh
what I will
my
do.
gosh.
I will program ZX Sinclair computers for. That's what I'll do with my time. Mark LaPointe has one. There you go. Subtle, David, close to microphone, sounds amazing, doesn't it? Isn't it? It's true, isn't it? I could start my own ASMR.
Oh, they're accusing you of that AMSR. What's that? ASMR?
ASMR. I've noticed something.
That's creepy.
No, you know what I've noticed? I think I like
What?
ASMR. I like it. You don't like it?
I have to agree with the
No, it's
No, there was a guy. I was watching them unpack a PC. I can't remember what it was. It was like one of those Linus Tech Tips or something. Whatever. Something. I was watching something. No. Oh my God, that's what it was. Oh, you got to watch this guy. He's a CNC guy, and he does this. But all of his videos are like recorded like an ASMR video. Oh man, I'm never gonna remember what his name was. What were they doing? I'm trying to think. But it's literally things like, so he'll do like a close up. He'll do a close up of there's no dialogue in it. He'll do like a close up of the piece of wood, and he'll be putting the tape, and it's like,
I don't know, man.
and it just does all this like, it's and I realized I was getting like a tingling in the back of my neck, and I thought this is ASMR. But unlike most normal red-blooded men who find, like women talking to them, I like the sound of CNC things being done.
And you like tape. Yeah.
So basically, I'm like C-3PO with like it's like a I'm just attracted to robotic sounds. But it was like the sound of the CNC machine going. The sound he'd put on like a sealant, like a plastic sealant, and then he'd have to peel it off. And the sound of that, I was like, ooh, I like the sound of that too. So yeah.
Now people like that peeling that plastic off the glass and all that.
That was it. He was doing some of that too, because he would create molds, like silicone molds, and he would like crack them open and then start to peel them, and I'd be like, ooh. Yeah, that's it.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was. I quite enjoyed that. I need you to make that quote on T-shirts now. What's that? His River song. What quote's that?
Yeah,
because I can make T-shirts. That's what I do. I gotta say that's something else. I gotta say, GitPG. That's another thing I've really enjoyed doing is just designing things for T-shirts. And cups and things. I just find that's just maybe I'm just getting old and doddering, and I just like arts and crap.
I feel like you've been killing it with that AI art. Like,
oh my God,
really
I love
gained a bit of control.
There's a new. So there's. I had an argument with a gamer guy about this. They've now started doing animations now, right? Like Meta.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, Meta has started like you can type something out and it'll animate it. And the other thing that's happened, I saw a Corridor Crew recently episode, and they were talking about how one of these new Stable Diffusion AI art generators, you can feed the images in and it actually listens to you, as opposed to the one that we've got. The Midjourney doesn't really listen to what you. I mean, it acknowledges.
No, I hear what you're saying.
Yeah, it acknowledges that you've given it an image, but it doesn't go like, "Oh, that's the face you want." Sure, because I can't. No matter what I do, I cannot convince AI to do my face. It's like it just.
Do you know why?
It won't do it. I don't know.
You'll like this story. We should have covered it. Maybe we can cover it on a real Tech Bandits, because
this is as real as it
Fair
gets.
hasn't.
And at this point, this is as real as it gets. What do you got, Colorado?
I mean,
State
with
Fair?
kids and science. Yeah. Colorado State Fair, they have an art contest, and that contest was won, and the guy won like 10 grand or something like that, with AI.
No, seriously.
Art.
Well, I mean, he came up with the ideas, or they came up with the artistic ideas. The computer was just the tool that did it. I mean, right?
Yeah,
or not?
Yeah.
What do you think?
I would say
Vipup, what do you think about that?
Yeah. Is Vipup still eating tacos?
I zoned out.
He's probably doing Overwatch now. He's probably back on the new.
Do you
Overwatch,
think somebody
Overwatch 2?
should be able to win an art contest with AI?
Hello?
Have we lost you?
Alright, so I don't know if my mic was working.
Oh no, it's working. It's working. It sounds amazing.
What was the question?
The question was, do you think a person should be able to win an art contest using the AI art generator, like the one we were playing with?
It depends. What if it's a human art contest, then no. But if
Well,
it's
I mean, let's assume it's a human. Yeah, it's nothing special. It's just that it's been an art contest that's been around for like, I don't know, 100 years. And now somebody made an AI project, submitted it, and won the contest.
Hmm.
no, I feel like I like I don't know how to explain this, but like AI art like showcases type thing should exist. Not you shouldn't just be able to get an AI and just throw it in.
But here's my question: is this not just a tool? Is this just not a more efficient way of getting the images out of your head and onto the page?
As
I'd
I
say for those of us who can't move,
Well,
it
that's
definitely is. But
certainly it's a way of doing it that you would be unavailable to you otherwise, right?
correct,
as I see it, it's kind of like taking away from the people who actually like use their
have
thing.
the skills. Yeah.
Yeah, like
But okay, the skills. So it used to be when you had a car, you had to know everything about a car because you had to fix it, you had to do everything yourself, right? You had to learn how to use the car. Now, like it's standardized. It's like the car. In fact, the car does half the stuff for you. You know what I mean? Like you used to have to know you used to have to know signals with your hands and that kind of stuff because there were no. I mean, like if you go back far enough, the tools, the only skills that were there were the ones required to make things because there was no other way of making them. It reminds me of that. There was a story I remember I was obsessed with as a kid, and it was like John. I think it was like John Henry and the Steam Hammer. Do you remember that? Remember that story at all?
Yes,
And
John
the
Henry.
yeah, and it was a song as well. But there was basically the premise was there was this man who was the fastest, most impressive digger, for want of a better word. I don't know what it was. Like he could
Wait,
break
didn't they
rocks.
do that with Paul Bunyan? Go ahead.
Oh, did they do that as well? But basically that he could dig holes faster than anybody. He could, he was like a machine, except that he got beaten by a machine, right?
That
Because the
son of a
machine is
monkey.
just better at it than humans. My question is that if you could reduce the friction between what's in your head and what's on the page, and that friction being all that stuff you have to learn. It used to be if you wanted to create computer-generated images of any kind, you were doing it all with math and numbers, right? There was no interface. You couldn't just design something on a screen and have it pop up like that. There was no what you see is what you get stuff. You had to code it. And I
remember doing that.
And that was the real days when you were really doing the work. No, it wasn't. It was stupid. It was just the stuff that you had to do because the technology hadn't caught up yet, right? Why are we less artists? Because the tools are able to do more of the stuff for us. And the closer AI gets at creating what we have in our heads, I see that as a plus. But I feel like I'm in the minority. Eva Fairy, you go do your homework. You go do the homework. Get out of here. Goodbye, Eva Fairy. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you again soon.
Oh,
I promise not to wait another 2 months or whatever. Although I will have to wrap up soon because I'm fading. I can feel it. But
I can feel it.
But VibePub, do you see any VibePub Discorded me the other day and said, I've got this great prompt for Midjourney, which is the thing that I'm subscribed to. So and what was the quote you had, VibePub? What was the prompt? It was like something about stars or something?
It was hopelessly reaching for the stars because I was curious. I was curious if it would do like sad stars but it got something really cool. Like it got the bottom of the pictures all like sad and stuff.
Let me see if I can share it. See if I can share this the window because I put it in as soon as I could, and I was impressed. It came up with some fun stuff. Let me see if I can do this. Discord sharing.
VibePub had another cool one. It was like Demon War or something like that. I can't remember. It was a while back.
Right. Okay. I know that I've just killed my video stream, by the way. So just before everyone freaks out.
No, you didn't. You're here.
Only for a little bit. I'll disappear in a second. You watch. Okay. Discord sharing. Let's see what I've got here.
I'm trying to remember. It was.
There you go. Okay, here you go. I got it. I can now show you what we were talking about. Here we go. So this is, can I make it a little bigger so we can see what's going on? Here we go. Hopelessly reaching the stars. And then I took the liberty of trying hopelessly reaching for the stars just to see if that made a difference. But the first unadulterated quote, unchanged, unsullied by me, was this one, hopelessly reaching the stars, which is exactly what Vibe Puppet suggested. And that's an impressive image. You know what I mean? Can I zoom in a bit for you? Would that help?
I don't know, Jessica Hufflepuff. And hello.
Let me see if I can do this. I'm gonna open image, open link. Would that work? Open link. Can I share this now then? Would that work? Let's have a look.
I really like how the bottom of the image is all like dark, which I'm guessing it was the hopelessly part, and then reaching for the stars, and it's all like very like colorful. Also, I like how in bottom left it took stars as just 2 stars.
Look at that. Isn't that neat? Yeah. Like this. So bottom left. So the images are ordered by the AI in this order. It goes 1 on the left, top left, 2 top right, bottom left is 3, and then the last one is 4. I've got to say, whenever I've put an image in this AI generator, there's always a slight melancholy to it. You know what melancholy means? Like it always feels a little bit, always feels a bit sad, a little whimsical. Like I feel like whatever the AI is, it's picked up a sort of a subtle human frailty. There's something wonderful about it. But I find the images incredibly inspiring. Like I really, there are very few of them that I find that I don't want up on my wall. I would totally, like Vipup, I would, like that one on that bottom, number 4, the bottom right one, I would put that up on my wall. I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I love it.
I just used a random word generator and I just got a very good idea.
What do you got?
Random mosquito water monkey. Just that and just
random mosquito water monkey. All right, let's see what I can do for you. Your weirdness is my command. Okay, all right. So we're gonna imagine. So I type in imagine, my prompt. And what did you say? What is it? What do you got? Say it for me again.
I used a random word generator, so I can't remember.
Mosquito monkey something, was it?
Mosquito water monkey.
I probably spelled mosquito wrong. Mosquito water monkey. Okay, let me just make sure if I've spelled mosquito right, because that's something by the way, my spelling sucks. Did I spell it right first go? No. Seems impossible. All right, here we go. The problem, as Lance and I know, you could kill an entire, lifetime watching it come up with these images. It is. True. I find it absolutely mesmerizing watching it come up with these things. Are you getting to see this at all? No, you're not. Let me just close that. Then you can actually watch it. You can actually watch it as it updates it.
Here's a question, then, David.
Yeah.
I've noticed the prompts are being used to say in the style of.
Oh yeah. I use that all the time. It's amazing, artists. And that's where I think. Yeah.
There. Yeah.
That's where people are getting
if you thought.
Freaked out. Yeah. Like what do you do if you spend so like let's say like I use Banksy all the time. Like I was like, TechBandits I think if I scroll up, you'll see some of the stuff that I played. Oh, the mosquito monkey.
I'm getting a lot of good ideas now.
But that's what I like about it. But this is it. Like it makes me want to draw things. Right?
Oh my gosh, that's a really cool image.
That is pretty cool, isn't it? Let me see if I can pull that up too. A larger version of that.
I like that hopelessly one.
Yeah, I really like the hopelessly one too. The mosquito monkey is creepy though. That bottom right one is really that's I don't want to get bitten by that monkey sucker.
I had another good one, like the reaching the stars one.
Right. Will that show up? Hang on a second. Let me see if that will show up if I do this. Look at that. There you go. That's the monkey one. That's pretty neat. I mean, they also have this. I noticed that they have a tendency to add tendrily arms to things. Like they tend to sort of like,
Yeah.
it goes very sort of, I keep thinking of, what is it? War of the Worlds. It has a very H.G. Wells kind of long-legged quality.
Yep.
But that bottom left and right one, those are mosquito monkeys for sure.
Yeah.
A riddle wrapped in an enigma. So true, Nord the Barbarian. And welcome, by the way, Nord the Barbarian.
I have another idea.
Uh-oh, what do you got? I like used...
Where lost dreams go. That just sounds like it would be a very cool thing
All right.
for it to imagine.
All right, I'm putting one more in. One more. Okay, prompt. Imagine. I'm not sure why I'm saying
It is strangely habit forming.
Isn't it? It's weird. Imagine. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, my brain. Imagine. Okay, where dreams
Lost dreams go.
Where lost dreams go. Where lost dreams go. Do you want it in the style of anything?
No, I just want to see what it does.
Just see what it comes up with
regularly.
on its own. On its own. We're checking it out. On its own. Here we go. Let's get rid of that. Is that the one? No, that's the one. Okay. So here you go. There it goes. It's working on it now. I went through my free ones very quickly. Yeah, go for Fluffernuts. I'm paying whatever it is a month to use this right now.
30.
Is it $30?
Yeah.
I mean, I kind of feel like I get $30 worth of, like, I'm about to do an entire TV pitch using these images. You know what I mean? Maybe not the entire
Yeah,
one.
so
but certainly part of
$30
it.
pretty cheap.
Yeah. I mean, that's a hell of a lot cheaper. Huh. Again, I'm noticing a kind of a melancholy to it.
I mean, that is kind of more of a darker picture where lost dreams go. But it does seem very cool. Like it's like a bright land.
I'm going to open that link, and I'm going to share that link too, right there. Okay. Yeah, it's very... I mean, I don't know if I'm using the right term here, but it's almost like the AI has a style. Right? It's almost like it's got a type of painting that it does, for want of a better word. How can I try it? Go check
It needs
out...
Prozac.
It definitely needs to cheer the F up a bit, doesn't it? I mean, like, it's definitely... I find myself, like, when I want to do, like, Tech Bandits related, like, things that are not quite so depressing, although it's really good at doing sick raccoons now, because I've been putting... that's been my, like, when I say, like, I can't stream... I got so sick of, like, posting that I can't stream. I was like, it was so depressing. Just kept like, just not feeling up to it. But I have a whole bunch of these monkeys, of these raccoons, like sick raccoons. Like, there you go. Like, I'm just going to scroll through some of them now.
That's a very cool picture that made. But I have a very random question. What does the relaxed mean? If you look at it, it always says relaxed beside it.
Yeah, there's two different versions. So you can use fast or relaxed. Fast, you pay for. Relaxed is not billed the same way. So relaxed just means, like, I'm not in a huge hurry. Just do it as you can. I find that usually it's not that busy and it's fine. But if you want, so you can set it to relaxed mode or to fast mode. So if you want to do an up-res, like if you wanted me to up-res one of those images to full quality, like a full quality large image, then you'd have to go to fast mode, and that uses up your whatever the credits you have that month.
I have a question, David. Then when you animate it, do you have to put like an armature under the thing you want moving?
Well, I haven't tried the meta one yet. No, but I think it's purely text. Like, I think you literally write a raccoon attacks a squirrel monkey and then hits a baseball, and and apparently it'll actually...
That's going to be hard.
It'll like animate it. I mean, or attempt to animate it.
I was gonna say, did you say that you like are pitching a show from one of the AI things?
Well, so one of the things you do when you're pitching a show is you have something called like a pitch deck, and the pitch deck is like a school document, like a school project that has a picture of your show and a little blurb about what your show is, and then an example of like a bunch of episodes of your show. So it's like a 2-3 page document that just outlines what you want to do in your show how you're going to do it, and an example of what, like, how you'd break down a show. Like, we'll start with this, then we'll go to this, then we'll go to this, then we'll go to this, then your show's finished type thing. But obviously, the prettier you make that, the more likelihood that one of these network execs is going to pick it up and go like, oh, this looks cool. What's this? So if I'm doing a show that involves any kind of science fiction, what I used to do is I'd hunt the web for images and I'd do some Photoshop on them and I'd make them work the way I want to work. And I will probably do that, but I will be in this, but the originality of these images will now be infused with AI image generators, right? So I can write, star goes supernova while robot escapes, and I can have it create something for me in a bunch of different styles. Preferably, probably in this situation, I would do photorealistic, because by saying photorealistic,
I agree, Jerry.
It'll create things like that. Hello, love seeing you in C. Oh, thanks, Jerry. 3DHP. Welcome, and yes, it's.
And you have fine taste, sir.
There's always an irony in saying that you love seeing me in C. I don't know. I just find that funny.
Yeah.
A very
waka,
good
waka,
idea
waka.
of something that Midjourney could try to do.
What's that?
Make it so you can save, if it makes a character you find really cool, you can kind of save it.
Yeah.
Or put in your own characters.
So
And
that's
then you can.
okay.
make
I'll
those
get you a link. I'll get you a link for it. There's a video that Corda Crew's just done using a new version of what I'm playing with right now. Corda
cool.
Crew, AI. Let's just do that. AI. Let's see.
Now, while you're typing, may I tell, how you've decided to stop being the vulture of acting, waiting for things to die, then jumping on the carcass.
Yeah.
You're actually going to be an eagle of acting and bring your prey down by force.
Yes, that's exactly.
Okay,
how
with
I put
that
it.
in mind.
Yeah, that's how I put
With
it.
that in mind,
Yeah.
I've been bugging Taika Waititi that he not putting you in the new Time Bandits TV show.
There's a
on
Time
Apple
Bandits
is a
TV
huge
show?
mistake.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Oh man. Oh, yeah, that'd be amazing. I love the Time
explained
Bandits.
your acting range to him. I said you can do everything from bad guy to deranged bad guy.
From deranged, from sick and twisted villain to just a villain, to just a lame villain.
With your skull structure, you could play the tallest bandit.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, or the evilest evil. Right?
You know what? I watched
Don't touch it.
It kind of looked like that guy.
Is it? Wait a sec. Is the show out?
I don't know. I guess 5 months ago they offered Peter Dinklage the lead, and I don't know where it's going from there.
Time Bandits, yes, just so everyone knows, Movie Lad. Movie Lad's already knows that, of course, because he's a movie lad. Yes, Terry Gilliam film, brilliant Terry Gilliam film. Although you watch it, you'll find it really slow now, because we are the way our
No,
brains...
I just watched it. It's cool.
No, but I mean its pacing is so different than what we're used to nowadays. You know what I mean? It's just so, and it's such a weird. It's one of my favorite films of all time. And it's
it's weird.
It's Terry Gilliam, and it was co-written with Michael Palin. Of course, brilliant. AI Corridor Crew. Okay, let's have a look here. Let me see if I can find this video for you. Nope. Is this the death of VFX? I believe that was the one.
A few days ago, a new experiment was released.
Yes. Yeah, that's it. Okay. All right. I'm going to copy, and I'm going to paste this into our chat right now. This is okay. I've got it. Thank you. It's reminding me to make sure that I listen to my own rules. Okay, so I'm putting it in the chat right now. It's in our stream chat. Wolf Pop. Oh, I guess I could put it in Discord too, because that'd probably be easier for you. La di da di da. Okay. In fact, I will put it in our Iron Ham and Tech Bandits community. I will put it in the art section. Is there an art section? There was an art section.
I just want to say, I opened up the video and the first thing I saw was, I love how whether it's real artists or AI, nobody can draw hands.
It's funny. AI has a real problem with hands, with fingers. It also, strangely, as Cal has pointed out, has a problem with hammers. For some reason, it cannot do hammers. It's not out yet. It's set for 2023. Oh my God, I would love to be in that. I would love
You would
to be
be
in that.
epic in that.
I would be so small. I can be so small. I mean, it's a crime that I'm not a hobbit, for God's sake. I've got hairy feet and everything. I mean, like, it's like, totally, it's a sin. There is an art section, and I've put it in the art section. Thank you, Sci-Fi Gal. I mean, we could have a whole discussion about the art stuff, because the art is, it really is a kind of a fascinating thing. And people get very worked up about it too. Like, but I worry that I don't want it dismissed. I don't want it dismissed as not as not a form of art, because I feel like, it's just it's a smart paintbrush. You know, there are tricks. You know, Photoshop is so much easier to use than it used to be. Like, but just because it can magically, you can use the magic selection tool to select backgrounds and pull it out. Does that make you less of an artist? No, it makes you a better artist. It makes you better at getting what you want out of these things. So, definitely check out Is This the Death of VFX by Corridor Crew, because they're using this new one, which I haven't figured out. I've got to get to it at some point. I want to play with that one, and I want to play with even though I hate meta, I really want to play with the AR animation generator, by the way. All right, I have 5 minutes. I have to go in 5 minutes. I'm pulling the plug at 5 o'clock. But I can't believe.
Before we go, just quickly check the message off the camera, like on stream, but don't pull it up.
Pull the message off the camera, but not
like
on
just
the camera.
look at
Your message. Is it a private message? A private message?
It's not a private message. Just something that is, I don't know how to explain.
Yes,
it's not private.
Absolutely. I was.
Okay.
You know, it's funny. I was actually going to ask about that. Are you gonna go live?
I'm gonna try.
Yeah, totally do that. Okay. I think Vipup's going to go live, and then, like James Gurney before, I think he will steal all of my audience, because we're gonna raid. We'll raid Vipup when we go. But now, just before we've got 5 minutes left, because I'm a jerk and I don't want to give you any more time. But Thursday, I'm really excited about this. Like, I'm kind of jealous. Like, you're getting to hang out with, like, really one of the biggest celebrities on YouTube now, right?
On YouTube, yeah, and
Twitch, I guess, and Twitch.
So it's awesome.
When he streams on Twitch, how many people does he get on Twitch?
Like 14,000 in chat.
Wow.
At a shot. So,
dude,
yeah.
Are you nervous?
Yeah. No.
Well, shouldn't you be?
I don't know. I seem to do okay. Like, I was on the Today Show, and they said that was 9-point-some million people that day. So
yeah,
it didn't bother me.
The idea of the number of people doesn't bother me. It's just I'm sort of only teasing, because I feel like you were built for this. Are you a voice? Are you doing video as well? What are you gonna do? How are you doing it?
You know, I don't know. It depends on the internet connection. I've talked to him about it. I might just do voice. But
no background TV. None of this.
No.
You got to be like.
No, I got to go hide.
You got to go hide. Exactly. When are you going to get back into your palace?
Oh, before Halloween, we are there.
Shut the front door. Seriously?
Oh, yay.
Yesterday, there were electricians, HVAC, which I think that means...
Yeah.
What is HVAC?
Heating.
Oh, okay, heating. Okay, yeah, heating
HVAC,
and cooling.
Heating something AC. Heating, venting, and
cooling.
Then
plumbers.
Heating, venting, and cooling.
Everything. It's just awesome.
So, wait a second. So, okay. But then that's perfect timing, because does that mean you'll be able to start streaming from your house again?
Yes. Yes.
So you do the Moist Critical thing on Thursday. You just tell everyone to sign up to your channel, because as soon as you're ready to start streaming, you're going to be ready to go.
We're ready. Then boom.
See if you can talk Moist Critical into doing a stream on your channel with you. You could invite him back to your channel. Just to be fair, you can invite him back to do your channel, since he's invited you to do his.
So he can get some, bounce off of me.
Yeah, he wants to, because it's not really fair for you to take all the audience.
Yeah, two giants, helping each other out.
I just want to say I'm gonna quickly leave and go set up the stream.
Okay, you go leave the
Bye,
stream.
dude.
Let me know when you're ready to go, and I'll raid you.
Yeah, I'm gonna click start streaming right when I leave the call.
What are you gonna do
Okay.
on your stream?
I'm gonna play Rocket League for
Rocket League. I should try my glasses. Did I bring my glasses down? I got. Did I told you I got anti-motion sickness glasses, right? Did I tell you
No
that?
way.
Oh yeah. I think they're upstairs. Yeah.
Are they those googly eyes with the spring on them?
Yeah, kind of. Like literally, they're
Yeah.
kind of like googly eyes. There's circles and circles on the side, and they have fluid in the bottom of each portion, so that you constantly have a horizon that maintains with your head. Isn't that wild?
This is amazing.
I don't know if they're gonna work. I really hope they're gonna work because I wanna game again. Like Overwatch 2's out, and I wanna be able to embarrass my son. No way. Anti-motion sickness glasses exist. Sci-Fi Gal 13, they exist, and I'm about to test them. And if they work, they're worth the way too much money that I paid for them. I paid way too much money for them. They're made by Citroën. You know the car company.
Remember, that could be anything from $13 to $200.
Shut up. I'm not that cheap, bastard. I really am that cheap, though. This is the funny thing. Everyone just assumes that because you're on television, you have lots of money. I don't. It's just, I
feel bad for you for
I
that.
do very well. I'm not complaining in any way. It's just that I was freaking out because the renovations have just been. They're wonderful.
No, I'm with
and
it.
the place is fantastic, but I've been very lucky in that I've saved for a long time, and the house is almost paid for, and then now we've just done a bunch of renovations, so the house is no longer paid for. So now we have a loan again, which I haven't had a loan in a long time, and it just makes me nervous.
We just got our house paid off like a year before all this.
A year before you burnt it down, you got your house paid for. But it's still paid for now, though, right? Because the insurance is going to cover.
Well, if they cover, remember the price of everything is skyrocketed.
Yeah.
So you're trying to replace it was a $275,000 home.
Yeah.
But it's actually going to cost $460 to replace.
Right.
Right. And you just can't get that out of your insurance. So.
Yeah, that's the problem. Isn't it? That is the problem. It's like things of, and also the supply chain. Like just trying to get stuff now is impossible. Okay,
right.
Sorry. Wolfpup is saying that they're ready to go.
He's ready.
Wolfpup, what is your channel? What is the exact channel?
Oh,
I've made this mistake before. Got the wrong.
Isn't it just his name?
Is it just Wolfpup? I'm gonna check it out right now. Twitch. Well, I'm so glad that he's. I think that's very cool that he gets to do this. There you go. You can rate him after you can get Moist Critical to rate him after your chat.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? That would it would just break the server. Wolf Pup. Let's try that. Or is it Vibe Pup? What is he under? Is he Wolf Pup or Vibe
No, it's
Pup?
Wolf Pup.
It is Wolf Pup.
Wolf with a U.
It says you're offline. Is he really offline? Wolf Pup, 2 P's. We got that? I see. I've only got 1 P. So that's the problem. Let's try Wolf Pup with 2.
Oh.
That's going to be confusing. You got to watch that one. Everyone's going to be subscribing to the wrong one. Okay, we got him. Rocket League. That's Wolf Pup right there. I think we could. How do I do this? I forgot. It's been so long. I don't remember how to do this.
You do slash.
Oh, that's right. It's in the chat, isn't
it?
it? Right. Okay. It's in the chat. What the hell? Why can't I get to the chat?
And by the way, chat, love you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
for coming.
seriously. Yeah.
I don't know if you knew this, but if you have 50 or more people in chat, you're in the top 1%.
Shut up. Seriously?
On Twitch.
Really?
So, and you were breaking 100. So, awesome job.
Are you serious? I didn't know that. Baz was saying that the numbers were
True
really
story.
odd on Twitch. Like it's like the top 0.001%. It's the only ones who actually make any money.
Right, it's
Wolfpup
true.
has 3
But they make a
followers
lot.
right now. Before we raid, let me just say everyone should go and join his thing. Okay, Wolfpup,
Definitely.
we're going in.
Follow. Yeah.
Go follow Wolfpup.
Bye, Jessica.
Goodbye, Jessica.
Bye, everybody.
I'm gonna give you the Twitch. I'm gonna give you the link before I do the thing because I'll make sure I'm doing the proper.
Go for FluffNet.
Here we go. Paste. Here we go.
Sci-Fi Gal.
That is Wolf Pup. Thank you, everybody. If I missed subscriptions and stuff, I apologize. I've just been too busy chatting. It's been really fun and kind of therapeutic. I've been it's been pretty grim. I gotta say, I've been worryingly tired for a long time, and I'm just kind of happy to be back in this again. I was literally finding myself like I would walk the dog, I'd sit down on the stairs to like take my shoes off and fall asleep. Like it was that bad.
Oh my God!
Like, literally dozing on the stairs after a dog walk, and which is just shameful. So, anyways, all right, we've got the Wolf of David. If you want to watch me set up a qPCR machine this week, let me know. I'd love to. I'm in, James. When are you doing it? Absolutely, I'd love to be a part of that, or watch it, or or be the non-doctor, non-professor spectator.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm raiding. Is it a slash or an exclamation mark? Is it raid like that?
Don't know.
Yeah, raid. Oh, I got it right so far. Wolf. I'm getting a bit. Wolf Pup with 2 P's because I don't want to screw that up. Wolf Pup. Here we go. Okay, everyone, look. Thank you very much. Be safe. Be kind. Be brilliant. Oh, God, I haven't said that for so long. Be safe, be kind, be brilliant. And until we geek again, cheerio and huzzah!
Huzzah!
More importantly, I'm hoping to stream again tomorrow if I can. If you're around, GimpyG, that'd be great.
I'm here.
Yeah, I'm totally playing it by ear right now because I just depending on how.
That's fine, buddy.
But I would very much like to. I'm not sure we'll get into magic, but we'll make magic in our own way, some way.
Oh yeah,
way, shape, or form.
That's the mayhem and magic. It's just you and I,
exactly.
Riffing.
Midweek mayhem. Oh wow, Rocket League has changed quite a bit. Rocket League, but I'm bad. Path to affiliate. That's what his stream's called. I love it. Anyway, please do. Please do support, obviously, GimpyG's channel, Wolf Pup's channel, Jack Jasper's channel, James R. Gurney's channel, Dr. N PhD channel. There's so many people in here, and it really is. The thing I love about this is the chat. It's the best. So thank you all. Here we go. I'm raiding. The raid has started. 1 viewer has joined. 15, 26, 39. 49. There's still that many people around? 73.
Wait, how come it's not sending me over?
80. It's not yet. I have to do the actual raid now. 79 people, Wolf Up. They're incoming. Here they go. Good night, everybody. Thank you much. Cheerio.
So this is still going to take another 30 seconds, isn't it?
Well, there's also the lag. It'll take a little while for the lag. And then.
Oh, okay. Well, yay.
David I is raiding a
David,
party.
that was nice, dude.
That's it. That was
you
great.
did good.
Okay, I'm going to just stop our stream because I know that's a mistake I've made before. Thanks, everyone. And I'm going to